Ebus.
Like, you know.
Oh, we're live.
You never fucking go. Oh, I did a sneaky live on us and just took us
did.
live.
Son of a
Fuck it, it's
bitch.
the after show.
Son of a bitch.
Nobody gives a fucking
Sneaky
shit.
live.
We can say
Look
that.
at Oz getting all swearing already.
I'm
Because I
nervous.
can. 8-second rule doesn't matter anymore.
That's right. Hopefully everybody can see it.
Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, I dropped the view link as well as
Cobb
the
is
join
here,
link
so, yeah.
people could be. Cobweb, he jumped on it right away. He's here.
Cool.
So,
Like I said, I was super excited when he said he was signing up for you, Bobby. I was like,
Yeah.
do it, dude, do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate it, Cobb. Thank you.
And
Oh, fuck.
Hello.
hi, Bobby. You can say
Bobby.
Scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what the hell it was at first.
it. Oh man, this is great. I'm sorry.
So, Bud, did your Switch die? Is that what happened?
No,
you still got
I'm
that
literally
going.
just taking a break.
I would say get some help, Bud, but I'm not sure that would help.
Hey, Skelly?
Hey, Skelly's here. Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Look at this. Actually, I think this is what Skelly's first time going live with most of you.
Yeah.
First,
David,
hello.
good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
That is right.
I've seen
also my
everybody
first time.
else's. I've seen everybody else's faces, but not yours. So it's really great to see you.
There you go. It's inflated at the moment, but that's okay.
Yeah, me and Skelly are part of the same gang now.
Huh.
The back
I had that as a
gang.
kid.
We
Yep.
all had that as a kid.
Damn straight. I just
What's
got
the gang?
mail today. Back pocket gang.
The Switch.
Oh, gotcha.
We put them in the back pocket. You know.
We all walk
Oh,
down the
no.
streets,
There you go.
flicking our combs out.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking at me. What the fuck is he combing? My thoughts
Actually,
and dreams.
I'm right
I
there.
got my comb right here, so
Right there with you.
Getting all the lice out of there. Is that got like alcohol?
yeah.
I'll get my horsehair brush from my beard and I'm good.
I was gonna say I got my beard comb right here, thicker.
This does kind of look like a lice comb.
Yeah.
It is. It's got that real thin look to it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
God, I used to hate when they used to take that thing to my hair back when I had it.
Give me a
Like
nice
hair
brush,
fall
a
out.
patch, a sugar cube. I am good to go.
Oh man.
So, how is everybody feeling tonight? I'm glad you all could join and have fun with
Pretty
this.
good.
And it's great. We got
Fucking
people
great.
in the chat as well as, joining us live.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure out who this mystery Travis Fitzgerald is.
Where's that?
I'm telling you, he's in the cabal, but
That's
let
cool.
Let me pull up Facebook so I can try to find him on there.
He's in the chat.
yeah, he's on
He joined my Patreon,
Oh.
and I just don't recognize him from YouTube or.
And after the other week, we just really got to be careful.
Well,
Yeah.
this is unlisted, so that doesn't matter as much. I don't want it on here,
Right?
but at least I don't have to worry about them yanking this because it's not listed, so people can't see it.
I mean, first time it happened, I thought it was just a Bobby showing his face.
Oh,
Thanks.
Ooh.
here you guys
Well,
finally get it. The Bobby and Bud after show you've all
Yeah.
been waiting for.
Yep.
I'll just
What was
ignore
it
that
called?
comment.
Bobby and Bud.
Bitching hour or something.
Bitch,
That's right.
Buddies forever.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And Thanos, thanks for joining the
Oh, yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah, thanks.
Glad to be a part of it.
You know the deal. Send me your character and I'll paint it up for you.
Okay. I got to think about it.
Yeah. No pressure, but it's got to be a rad one.
do some,
I'm actually torn between two, either Orko or Evil Lyn. I just haven't decided.
Ooh,
Cool.
Evil
a
Lyn.
nice,
Okay.
a nice evil Lyn would be pretty awesome.
John, figuratively speaking, ordered an evil Lyn, and I've been like, I did one sketch, and I'm like, so it's
Are you
a
gonna do, like,
challenge.
Classic toy 2000X,
I do.
yellow skin.
I paint from the toy,
Okay.
and I paint from the vintage toy, but then I add my own like weirdness to it.
Mhm.
So I'll be painting from the yellow skin vintage toy.
Yeah, I still got your Beastman one sitting over here on the shelf.
I'm glad you do. I'm glad you
Yeah.
didn't throw it away.
Oh heck no!
Yeah, speaking of the Evil Lynn, David, you said that Evil Lynn that you sent me, the Origins one, is for
Yep.
Bud, right? That's for Bud.
That is correct.
Okay, I got to get that out to Bud.
Cool.
See,
Oh yeah,
Bobby
I
will
totally
send you
forgot.
something.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I won't put my address on the return. If it gets
Oh,
lost,
okay.
it gets fucking lost. I don't care.
Probably good. Actually, Eldor, I guess, sent me a Masterverse Stratos he had gotten. I had like mentioned the other week I was like looking for one to do a like custom, and he just decided to like send it to me. And it's been 2 weeks. I've been checking the like tracking on it. It went from Wisconsin here. It went to Minnesota, then back to here, then to Illinois, and now it's looping back around. And it's taken 2 weeks for it to ship up from like a freaking 2-hour drive.
Wow.
Gotta love
Yeah.
It's
it.
tempting to just drive over there, huh?
I
When you
wish
notice
they had a
that.
pickup service.
Hey, Oz,
Yeah.
Yep.
What does that paint?
Oh, is that one of the
What is
skull
that?
that's the
things?
Skeledrone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
there it
cool.
is.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh,
What is that?
Those are awesome.
That's the
it's a head.
Skeledrone.
Oh, cool.
Yes. So it's coming like a 3-pack, right?
Yep. I got 3.
Oh,
I got
that's
6.
so
technically.
wicked.
To answer Cobb's thing, I don't paint, but I might do something. I haven't sent anybody anything yet. But
You just
Hi, Carol.
do like a stick
What?
figure with boobs on it, you know. It's one of your French girls that you're drawing up, like Titanic.
yeah, right.
I'm just trying to figure out who's typing like in
That's
in
Bud.
a.
Oh,
That's
that's
bad.
me. Sorry.
It's amazing that keyboard sounds like straight out of 1985.
Sounds
Is
like
it
he's
now
got a
analog?
Waiting for the ding for it to go back for the return. Ding.
That's
So cool.
What it sounds like, he's got a rat in his lap eating out of a carton, of, like a box of candy or something.
Sending Bobby the address.
I got your address. It's on my
Oh, okay.
Patreon account. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It was listed there. I guess you don't have it set as private, so.
This whole thing is set as private.
No, I'm saying the patron, because some of the patrons don't have all the information. It's just their email, and then some of them have their addresses on there. So
Right.
I know where some people live and some people I don't. But don't worry, I won't come after you.
I'm
Please.
trying here, guys. Some things,
Unless you piss
some
me
things
off.
are going a little slow here.
Oh no, Bobby, don't come for me.
Thanos, we'll have to.
You can just see it. It's like, no, it's there.
We'll get to set up a meetup, man. When I give you your sticker and your painting.
How did the street sale go today? Did you find anything cool out there? Or?
I didn't find anything. I was tempted to get a well, why am I blanking on it now? The guys with the antennas.
Sectars?
I was tempted to get a sectar,
Sectars?
but I don't sectard. I was tempted to get because he was priced at $15, which I thought was pretty good. But
That's not bad.
I don't collect those, so I'm not an
Yeah, for
expert.
Sectars. Great.
What
Are
kind of
those like
shape is it in?
Oh, Sean.
I haven't seen this guy in a few weeks.
It's Unky Sean.
It's Unky Sean.
Climbed out of the bowl of mashed potatoes.
Cool
finally.
Uncle
And
Sean's
he's wearing
here with us.
clothes.
Not for long, but yeah.
Right.
Right, it's the After Dark show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
Sean, Tibius, that's one of your favorite characters, right?
he's okay.
Legends?
Uh,
Was it Tibius? I thought Tibius was one that you had
He's
bought.
one of your
You had
favorite.
to
Oh,
sell.
he's okay.
no, I've bought him. I have him on the shelf. I've been more into like Scapular though. He's one of my favorites.
Scapular.
Never mind, that's the one.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Scapular. I keep trying to remember all their names and I can't always remember them. So
Yeah, Scapular, Keltis, those two are pretty high on my list. And I got him in just in the last couple weeks. This guy works too. Gorgo.
Oh, perfect.
Do the
Perfect, Sean.
antlers come off of his head?
Yep. Like all of them.
Okay, cool.
I
I was
just unboxed
kind of
this.
looking at the figure, but I was like, oh god, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
He's like to the nines though, the way they did him
Yeah.
for the two.
Yeah.
You know?
So-
I've been
They look
rearranging
great, though.
everything, so I have like some stuff here, some stuff there, or whatever. So, but yeah, I have him here, and Attila's on my shelf.
Now I'm
So,
So,
gonna have
Sean, I just opened mine up. I need your assistance.
between
yeah.
you and Rick,
Help me
he's
with the
here.
cape.
For Gorgo,
Yeah.
so what I did was I put because the big straps are for his arms to go through. And then there's the littler ones, and those I ended up there's little like almost hooks coming out of the front of his armor.
Mhm.
You
Got
put those onto those, and then the pauldrons hide those,
Okay.
and then it kind of wraps around them the way that it looks in the horseman's photos.
Perfect. I was sitting here looking at this thing, trying to figure it out, and there you go.
Yeah, I looked at those photos like for an hour. And double checking, did I do this right? Did I do that right? And all that. So yeah, but
Instructions. Just saying.
that I said that actually on our one show. I'm like, it would be really awesome if they included something, because otherwise you're hoping that like Dork Layer or someone is giving you pointers on their podcasts, and
Yep.
it's like I'd
Right.
rather be able to just do it right out of the box and be done with it personally.
And this has been the Show Me How to Play with My Toys segment.
So, Sean, how are things going? It feels like it's been forever since we talked to you.
It's all been work related. It's like so basically every 5 days I have a deadline with my job, and sometimes I have one magazine I do, sometimes I have 3 magazines I do. The 5th is 3 magazines, and those take up a huge amount of my time because the publisher is slower to get to things, and by the time I get all 3 of her books out, I need to get to the next thing, but then she still is proofing, which drives me crazy, and then it rolls into the rest of my deadlines. So the last 2 weeks have been me either fixing her stuff, doing other deadlines, and trying to move forward with my month so I can get my invoice done. And so basically, like last night and tonight are the first nights where I'm like, I'm freaking off. I'm done. Like I need a freaking break. So I was down here just like reorganizing everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's you know, there's no crazy personal stuff. It's just I would love for my work to not have to be as intense as it is so we can make the bills. But for right now, it has to be that way until we get through a couple of hurdles that we're fighting over. And once that's accomplished, maybe I can ease back a little bit on how many things I'm covering every month. But yeah, it's the typical, you know. So it's like I have a job. I'm thrilled to have a job. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm glad I have a job. I'm absolutely loving the company I work with. I just wish people would get their stuff done a little faster for me so I can have a break for once.
Yeah.
So,
I've definitely felt that way myself, where I'm just happy to be fucking employed right now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
I just want to pull out something. It looks like Carol's got a crush on Motu Origins Cork.
yeah, because we get You know, we definitely
You got a fan there, buddy.
we're getting all unchained, so
And
I mean, I
Buddy's
might
down
as
there.
well chain it.
Mm. Love exciting and new.
Oh God,
It's the accent.
it wasn't me. I
Sean will do a
didn't pull it
duet.
up.
We're expecting you.
So,
Go
Toy
to
frenzy.
Origins Core.
I don't really have a good singing voice, so I'm stopping here.
Another all in.
What time is it over where you are?
Right now it's 4:49 in the morning.
Yikes.
Oh.
So that is okay because I basically was woken up 2 hours ago-ish by my dog who started barking out of nowhere,
Oh.
and either he had a nightmare or he thought of some intruders. Who knows? So
he
was
killed them.
awake anyway. Checked my phone as I usually do, and then I saw that actually this is the time when you're supposed to be live. So I
Perfect.
just
It was
went into the chat, and
Awesome.
now I'm here. So just for you, I put on a hat and a jumper, but
appreciate
I'm
it.
still in my pajamas.
Nice.
So,
Your
Yeah, me too.
dogs
I'm
your-
actually not wearing pants, so if you want to,
Well, there you go.
Bud,
I
I'm
mean,
close your
ready for
if
the
it's that
match
kind of
later.
show, I might
Oh,
as
were
well
you
put
afraid of
mine
that for a
on.
moment? Yeah. No. It's just pajamas.
Hey, Bobby, can you stand up and get that figure behind you real quick? No.
Yeah, your poster's a little
Vintage,
crooked. You might want to.
I want to stand up and adjust it.
What's
Yeah,
that over there?
what is no?
there we go. There's the money shot.
It's the real
Sean-
after show party now.
Sean, you kind of your basement revision project is kind of looking like Silence of the Lambs back there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It is.
So
I'm expecting some
basically-
cloaked person in your like background to
Yeah, I'm
sneaking up
waiting to
behind you.
see, like, what was the name of the face in The Exorcist? What was it? Howdy.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting to see that in the background sometime. So basically, yeah, it's not anything scary. It's just I just turned all the lights off so that you can't see the revisionist stuff behind me because it is a mess down here right now.
No,
You
there's
gotta-
going to
you
be
gotta-
a
totally
big
have a-
reveal. There's
It's
going to
a
be a
mess.
big reveal. You don't have to
Well,
say that.
yeah,
Big
'cause
reveal.
basically, I had to take down shelving tonight that was installed by the previous owner of the house.
Oh.
And my daughter and I were down here at like 9 o'clock until 10:30, and she's just goofing around with the cat while I'm trying to do this and doing the whole. If I do something that ends up hurting me, get mom. That kind of like an Unbreakable. It reminded me of, and I got that sorted, but then it's just like the rest of it is still just crazy. So I need to display Grayskull in all its glory again pretty soon.
Yeah,
That's right.
you need to
Need our
get two.
photos. Classics
You need to get
Grayskull.
two little lights that you can put in the background that you can flip with a switch. So during like random streams, you get like two glowing eyes that flicker.
But you need a safety
Say-
gear.
Say
You
say like
realize-
nothing.
The worst part about that for me is I sleep down here too. So if I think of
Oh.
that will keep me up
Jeez.
at night. I'll be thinking of the Silence of the Lambs, or if you saw Midnight Mass at all
Uh-huh.
on
Yes.
Netflix, it's like
Oh,
when they
that
had
show was good.
scene where the kids were on that island, and then you just see the
Mhm.
glowing eyes in the background. It's
Yep.
supposed to be cats, and it's like
Yeah,
And it's not.
I like
That
the,
was a good
the
show.
cats love to be
Oh,
down
that's so
with
good.
my stuff anyway. So then I just
Yeah,
see
that was
those
awesome.
flashes. I'm just like, I shouldn't have watched that show.
Mm-mm.
It's so simple.
See, I don't get
That was a
scared
good
like
one.
that. I don't get
Oh,
scared.
absolutely, yeah.
Bobby, you don't get scared?
No, not at all. I've been into horror my whole life, so nothing scares me.
I don't get
He has a
scared, but
switchblade.
I know
Yeah, I keep playing.
that's going to enter my dreams at some point.
I'm just sitting there, sitting there snapping it open. and-
This will defend you.
Yeah.
Comb your hair.
Hey guys,
I gotta put it
if
down.
you can,
It's just-
Skelly and Bobby.
Yeah.
Refresh your Patreons. I want to make sure that we don't miss anybody as this goes.
Oh, I gotta log in now.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to make sure that if people are joining to come to this after show that we keep up on it kind of thing. I'm checking throughout, but I can't check yours, guys.
Nope, nothing new since Cobb.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
This is
Nothing
growing
there.
so fast. I remember when I first watched that was like Buddy was the one Patreon you had, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then
It's really
how many
really,
do you have now?
combined? I don't know, but it's
I don't
pretty
In the chat,
cool.
there's like 12, 13 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe-
was
Yeah,
gonna
that's,
say
maybe
it's
more.
You
growing.
find them all. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's and yeah, the viewership is growing. You know, every week it grows a little bit. You get an extra person in there. It's pretty cool. I don't know.
This is like never me actually complaining, but I used to be like the one in the chat always, doing up all my stories and telling that.
Yeah.
Now I type one thing and it's lost in the chat.
Look, man, I am
That's how it
trying
should
to
be.
keep up the
Right.
best I can. I really do try to keep up the best I can, and
Oh
you
yeah.
guys see it. Me and Skelly battle it out for comments
We do.
sometimes, and
Yeah.
you know,
Let's do it.
gets
Let's do it
tough.
right now. I'm gonna pick one to click, and then you click it too, and we'll see which one pops up first. See if we're gonna do the same one.
And I'll
All right,
tell
we
you,
can try.
you can see when I'm on the show with them, it annoys the hell out of me.
It doesn't even
Yeah.
respond quick
It's
enough
like
anymore.
one of you guys fucking pick the thing and then that's it.
Why don't you
Here we
do
go.
it?
Skelly does the chat or Oz
No,
does the
I
chat.
really, honestly, like it works. It's fun, but
Mhm.
you know, I'm the intro guy, and I can run through the chat the quickest as far as saying hey to everybody.
See, my
'cause-
hands. I'm not even near my computer yet. I can't read.
Oz is the work on the project that
Yeah.
needs to be worked on during the episode guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
updating
Uh-huh.
credits during the middle of a stream.
During
so
the
we
middle
can
of the
get
stream.
new
No, that's
people.
just his. He's just watching porn. That weird shit.
Well, now we can share it. So
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Bobby's
true.
always sitting there like smiling and looking at his phone throughout half the show. So maybe he's the one watching porn.
No, because that's Duchess is always sending me.
He's done that a little. He's been doing that less. Now he just does this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's sitting in the other room, by the way. She won't come in here.
Tell her hi.
She's not gonna say hi to the rest of us.
No, she won't.
Oz is 3 streams ahead of us. I'm just seeing that comment on live before it came up in the chat here. Because I got the
Yes.
live going on the other screen here.
Do you really?
I do, because that way I can tag people in the chat, because I can't tag from the chat on StreamYard.
Oh.
Yeah, I can at people and tag them if I have it on the YouTube, but that's also part of that reason where my connectivity starts to drop, because I've got it here, I've got it here, and then I've got 15 other things going on over here too.
Brick is taking toy photos over there.
Yeah, man. Well, Brick's over there. He's always working on something when we're live.
I'm totally.
I'm delayed on unboxing things, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna unbox this and take some photos.
That's a good
I'm-
problem to have.
See,
It
but
I'm
is.
totally
That's
not
something
playing
that
Zelda
can-
while we play.
But are you
Or while
feeling
we
better
stream.
now that you're getting somewhere with that?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. No, I don't know. My therapist yesterday was
It's a little
kind of brutal.
catharsis. There you go. You'll feel better. I promise. This takes time.
These are
Have you-
fantastic. Yeah.
Have any of you guys been able to find the Masterverse New Eternia Manny faces in the wild?
I went to Target today and I didn't see anything new. Nothing new. It was
I
like
did
empty.
when it first hit. I haven't seen it since. But I
Yeah,
already had it, so it didn't.
I just want I can order
Actually,
it through
no.
Target, but I haven't seen it on the shelf. I just want to see it on the shelf,
Actually,
so I can decide.
I
I saw the
realized
whole-
no, I
that
didn't. I
whole
ordered
wave.
mine.
You
At one time when I went shopping, it was on, but I'd already gotten it, so I didn't buy it.
oh,
But
okay?
it's the only time I've seen the whole wave. After that, I didn't see them again. So I guess it was there and gone pretty quickly. It was a couple days
People-
later I went back.
I guess that means people are buying them up. I guess.
Well, at least that
It's
at
always
least the first, at least that first shipment anyway, or first couple shipments.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe.
Then
I don't
after
know.
that,
It's
it
just
gets like to just sit.
it's odd,
Yeah.
man. Because
Particularly-
I've
You know, like the Evil and Sorceress, and you know, those ones
Yeah.
tend to sit.
No.
I've never seen it here at all. I've seen Dreamweaver. Shadow Weaver.
Dreamweaver.
Shadow
That's
Weaver, and I think it's like right now on the shelves is Shadow Weaver, Too Bad, and I don't know, Duncan.
Yeah. Sorceress,
Yeah.
Too Bad, Duncan.
I've never
Donuts.
seen
I haven't seen
Sorceress or Many Faces in the Wild.
Yeah.
I had to get them online.
I saw those just the other day, and then of course that's where I got my Scare Glow and my extra Stinkor. Got my 2 extras
Cool.
because they had them for sale. I was like, $15. Why not?
So just double checking because I was not 100% sure on that. But on Mattel Creations, you have the Many Faces and the Shadow Weaver for 20 each. So I guess that would probably be a good solution if you want to get a few of them.
That's
Yeah.
a good deal. Yeah.
Price ain't too bad.
You can't
It's weird
forget.
that those 4 are 20, but the later ones are, or the like earlier wave ones are 20.
Like 33
22.
or something. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
20
depending on what is there, like a deluxe or not a deluxe. That's correct. Deluxe.
Okay.
How do you say deluxe? Deluxe? How do you
Deluxe.
pronounce it?
Deluxe.
Deluxe.
Ducks.
All right.
Pronounce it however your
These
accent wants.
these ducks.
Yeah, exactly. Go for it.
Yeah, pronounce it your
The
way.
ladies are loving it. Do it. Do
Mhm.
it. Give them what they
Yeah.
want.
Whatever you feel like.
I just want to say, David, you are a very generous person. I've
Yeah.
never met
Yes.
anybody like you before, and it's touching. And
Right.
Yeah.
and you've given me stuff in the past, and this recent box. I mean, the box is huge, and all
Okay.
that. But man, it was just.
I can't wait to start really getting this stuff out too.
But I knew
I'm
it was
looking
you're
forward for the
amazing.
giveaways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
else, but yeah, I knew that was coming for you, Bobby. But
yeah.
I was like,
So-
oh man, I felt bad when he said he was sending you that vinyl. I was like, oh, I hope that makes it. I
Yeah.
wasn't happy about that vinyl.
That's cool.
Well,
I
have
think it was
issues.
well packed.
Yeah, it was well packed. Yeah, and it said
Awesome.
when I was so upset because I had stuff to because I'm living in Vegas now, so it's I have this hub that's over here. Well, I had other things delivered to the wrong apartment and stuff, but
Oh.
I got the tracking and it says it was delivered to a person, so in person. And I didn't receive it. I'm like, son of a bitch! It went to somebody else again, and I'm flipping out.
Right.
And then I got the email that said it was in the hub. I was like, so USPS.
Yeah, they
the
do
wrong
that.
Code. Yeah, man, I was so upset. I was like, oh no, I got all this stuff, and I was like, Bud's figures in there, and Skeleton
I was
Oz's
panicking a
prints
little
in there.
bit when we shipped out Oz's and Skelly's because Oz's I wasn't sure of because his address came up differently in their system than what I had.
Well,
I have this all the time.
He goes up and he's not there. I'm like, oh, okay, this could be
when it
bad.
comes to the personal address, because see, I have a mailing address that I get mail shipped to, and that's Buddy's house. And he said, don't be giving that address out to strangers on the internet. So I was like, I can respect that. But then we also there's a 4119A. And then there's a 4119. The 4119A is the house that's behind us.
Yeah.
So,
I
like,
was really panicky.
it was all good. Carol bugged the crap out of me until I went outside that day and got it. And, I literally had to take a break right after a call. She was like, go get it. Go get it. And I'm like, go get what? I'm still working. I got 10 minutes. Can it wait?
No.
See, for
No, it
many
really-
deliveries many orders actually that I'm getting here from the States, I'm using a proxy address in New Jersey. So obviously that is not a private residence, it's a company. So whenever USPS or FedEx or whatever tries to deliver on a Saturday evening or on a Sunday, nobody is there, which is fine. And they're dealing with that company for a long time, so they know about it. But their tracking usually says then something like, handed over to an agent for final delivery, which is okay. But every now and then, they have a wrong scan in there, And it happened to me that they said from the scan it was delivered completely elsewhere. So typical me is like, no, I can't just wait and see if it arrives. So I then typically call USPS and get into a 30-minute chat with them about look, I know that this is what's supposed to happen, but your scan says it was arrived and given to a person in that different address. So they have to investigate for me. I don't let it slide, you know.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you can't let it slide. There's, especially around here in Baltimore, there are a lot of package thieves. Fortunately, now they're not normally on the hunt. It's more close to the holiday season when they know the real expensive stuff is coming through. But yeah, it's always a danger around here. Like, people are always hunting. Good thing is I work from home though, so like when things get delivered, I can normally just get up and go out and grab them.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. Yeah.
So
Thankfully, I'm in a small enough town. I don't have to worry.
What's happening?
There is a party going on somewhere
Yeah.
behind stuff, but there's
totally
a
at
party going on
Bud's house.
somewhere.
It's got to be Bud.
That's at Bud's
No.
house.
No.
What are you hearing? Singing?
Christmas
Yeah,
singers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the other side. They're watching Kim's Convenience.
Well, that's
Oh.
That show is so
a
good.
party going over at Brick's house too.
Angelic voices.
I still have to watch the 4th season.
Sean,
I kind of don't really want it because I don't want the show to like end.
Yeah.
My kids and they watch it with mom all the time. This is on like repeat. This is reruns. They love that show.
Yeah.
Oh, that
It's a
show's so
good
good.
show. It's a really good
Appa's
show.
the best.
Sean, I don't know if you caught up on the Toy Frenzy group chat just for the hosts. But Bobby, Skelly, do you want to tell them about the other next big giveaway we're going to be doing? I mean, aside from just doing what we announced Thursday, but what I was able to grab today.
Oh, I was sitting there thinking, what? You didn't fucking tell me nothing.
Wait, what did you?
Bobby's always the last to find out.
It is.
Talk about it today.
Bobby, by the way, we
yes,
forgot
yeah.
to tell you. That's how it is all the time. I'm over.
So we got
There was that stream the other week. You didn't know it was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
This happened today, guys.
Yeah.
This is
Nice.
the Pixel Dan book.
Mm-hmm.
And since it was co-wrote by our fellow co-host, an amazing partner in the channel, Adam, Battleground Blog. So this is signed, and I want to make sure that Pixel Dan sticker stays in there. This is signed by Pixel Dan, and let me go full screen here.
How is that motherfucker in person?
He was actually phenomenal, really cool.
Yeah,
Really chill.
I've heard he's really cool.
Oh, look at that. To the frenzied.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
right, guys.
That is
And
beautiful.
well, this is going to be a one-of-a-kind collectible because I've already talked to Adam.
I was gonna say, you're gonna have Adam sign it.
Adam is going to sign it as well
Nice.
because
That's awesome.
most of the research that Pixel Dan did for this book and the facts, like the little fun fact, little snippets in here, are all done by our very own Adam for Battleground Blog with the show.
So if you go watch Collectors of Power episode 5, Adam's first ever interview, we talk about all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this
Old
is
plug
probably,
on an old show.
but it's still worth a watch.
That show was
That
great.
was a great show.
Yeah,
And if it wasn't
it
for
was.
Bobby getting Adam to go live on that show,
Yep.
we never would have had Power of Attorney, a podcast, which eventually became the bigger version that we have now of Toy Frenzy with all of us. So, and you know what?
It's awesome.
How cool would it be? You know, we'll get the Legends of Grayskull on there too. Why don't we send it up to Sean too and have you sign it and then you twist Dooch's arm to sign it? Why not? Just spread it around. I don't know.
You don't want that to be in the negative column when it comes to how it's worth, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. That's why I'm not
name
signing
will
it.
Only make you have
And
to pay
we'll send
more
it-
at Starbucks for a coffee. I'm just saying, like
Then the book will be sent to me and I'll keep it.
that. Well, there you
That's
go.
right. There you go.
It's gonna be a one of
Go on Bobby's shelf.
Send it to me. I'll draw a little picture like Bobby dancing in it.
Oh.
yeah.
I don't know
So,
the book. So it
Also, it's
makes
actually
sense.
like, are we excluded from partaking as we are in the Patreons, or can we actually partake in that draw?
No,
Oh,
this
yeah, you
is
can
for
put
you
that.
guys. This is you guys only. This isn't for the larger Toy Frenzy audience.
Yeah.
This is signed to the Frenzied, which is you guys. The only
Yeah.
people who are excluded are us hosts.
Yeah.
I want.
Now,
But it
what
will
Oz
be-
didn't tell you is that in addition to that, you get this other gift that is even better.
A Toy Frenzy sticker would be along
Yeah, I got mine
with it.
sitting over here.
Well, because it has the.
There is this space on my cup.
Oh, there you go.
All right, that's it. We're sending everything out.
You should get like ID cards, honestly.
Rick's opening his water, showing us he needs one too. So,
Right. Can we get ID cards?
For real.
Oh,
Frenzy
ID
member ID.
cards. That's amazing. That's a great idea.
And I also got
Yeah, we'll see what we
a
can
little
set
kitty
up. I
cat.
might be able to make them.
Official fan club ID cards. I love it.
But yes, we are gonna put the Toy Frenzy
Old
sticker
school.
in with the book
Huh?
as well,
What you saying?
because this is for all of you guys. Oh man, starting shit
Put some
over at
pants on.
Bobby's. Starting shit at Bobby's. It's great,
David, the ID card idea is fantastic. I love that.
right?
Thanks.
So
Look, I
more
have
of our
something.
wonderful patrons
It's
are joining in.
the tea that's making me all goofy.
What'd you
Sorry
put in
about
that tea, Bobby?
I don't know. I'm all lit up right now. I mean, I
He's
was drinking some ginseng tea today, and it's the first time I've ever
ginseng.
had.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'm like all like.
It's good for you. It's good
I'm
for
all
you.
yeah. I drink a lot
More
I drink a
gin,
lot-
less sing in it.
Yeah. Well, it's got high caffeine, and she was just looking at me because she's like, "Why are you shaking your leg?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah, he's all riled up here.
I know. It's gonna be a fun night.
But John has made it in with us as well as Nolan. So more of our wonderful family here. I'm hoping you guys just heard about that giveaway. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind
That'll be
collectible.
cool.
Nobody else has a copy that's going to be signed by both Dan and Adam because, well, most people have never seen Adam or know who he is. They know his site, but they don't necessarily know him. So,
Yeah, I had actually won the book in a giveaway and then gave up the book for something else, and then that person ghosted me, and I never got neither.
you know what's funny is I was watching.
Oh, that sucks.
I was watching Zazel and Phil's thing on the Mo Tuesday, that one Tuesday, and they go, They were talking about Adam's blog, and they were talking about all the stuff we took all this stuff, we're using it for him, and I'm
shout
like,
out.
So I go, okay, that's when I started to, I was like, just talk to him. I'm sure he'll be more than happy. Next week, guess where he's at, right on there.
Well, it's because I sat there and I went ahead and I sent Adam and Zazel the link, and I was like, here is his IG. Send him a message. It's okay. I've already talked to him actually and asked if it was okay.
I was like, geez, just ask him. I mean, come on.
Right. Well, some people act like we're, you can't just reach out to us people.
A lot of YouTube personalities.
You sons of bitches.
It's not me
Is that
telling
Skelly
them
doing
to
it?
do it.
I
It's
swear
not
to God,
me
I'm gonna
saying.
break his fingers.
You know what, Bobby? I'm gonna get Allison to send Oz the colored version.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I see
he'll be
that.
putting up the colored version.
Oh, Oz
I
has
think
the colored
Oz
version.
should have it. Yeah.
Oz does have it. I'm the one to blame for always bringing up the black
I don't
and
know
white
why
version.
he does that. Skelly, I thought we were friends. We had that one deep conversation that one day. It was like 2 hours long. That was real nice. Of us.
Yeah, well, you can't have cake without the frosting, Bobby.
I guess so.
You can and you should.
There you go, David.
All right, so somebody mentioned caffeine. I actually need to go grab some coffee because I was not able to make some before I went live earlier. I'm just
And my
going to take
cup's getting
myself off
kind of
camera.
empty.
I've actually got 2 other partners of the channel with me for once that can control everything. This is nice.
Well, what are we gonna do? Just sit here?
I'm
just
you
gonna.
guys
I'm
keep
gonna be-
talking. It's fun.
Oh,
This
I
is the
thought you meant like
after-party
control.
server.
Like, what do I got to? Don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything except for highlight a comment when somebody says something so we can recognize it. It's not difficult, I promise.
Did you notice that this is like an after dark thing, and everybody's like really, holding themselves back about not cursing?
Right? Like we're real mellow after that first motherfucking
behaving
cock
ourselves
shit bitch
for
son of
whatever
a
reason.
god.
Because
God damn
Skelly's
it.
here. He's got a great.
And Grandpa showed up and
It's
we were
my
all like,
fault.
whoa. Like
It's
that's
my
why
fault.
Sean's still got a shirt on and his
Yeah, during Skelly when he was like opening up his like Muppets was the first time I really heard him go like, "Oh shit!" It was freaking awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I'm trying to throw in curse words now every once in a while.
That's right.
That's good.
Bye,
I wouldn't
Don.
nearly shit a
See ya,
brick
Don.
because you said
Bye,
fuck
Don.
twice. Good night, babe.
I can't stay all night, so that just so you know, so you're all more than welcome to unleash the beasts after I head out.
Greg
Grandpa's
out them
going to
hot
bed.
dogs and Vicks.
Grandpa's going to bed.
Mhm.
Yeah, this
Man.
grandpa's gonna go to bed too, guys. I don't know what it is. It's a California thing. We're old and sleepy, I guess
Which
is
is
what it is.
funny because it's like
I don't know
midnight
how. I
here
don't-
on the East Coast.
I got some here.
And yet me and Sean are all like,
It's
What's
after
up,
9
dude?
o'clock.
Too much yard work today. Too much
And
yard
then-
work
I don't
and
know.
toys.
Cork, it's early in the morning for him.
But it's good to see you all.
Tomorrow, so.
Yep.
Bye,
I'll
Greg.
catch you all
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye,
Good
Greg.
night.
I'll see you. All right. I'm just turning off my camera for a minute here. I'll be
Yep.
back.
Yeah, we don't want to see your ass.
That's
walk
enough
away.
with the porno.
I'll be back.
He'll be back eventually.
Yeah.
We hope, right?
Every white guy during a horror film. I'll be right back. Freaking scream.
Let me just walk
Love
up
it.
the stairs quickly.
Yep.
Sean, that live episode last night was great, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
The douche is it's people that like to turn like their birthday into birth weeks. Well, the 100th episode is our anniversary. Like every episode will be the 100th apparently, and he's warned me about that. He's like really excited about it, and I'm the one going, well, we already got past 100 a while ago. It's just numerically we're celebrating.
Every episode should be like 100.1, 100.2, 100.3.
Yeah, and it's.
Yeah.
I mean, the funniest part though was, so we have the Off-World show now with Curtis and Jesse, and Matt told Curtis, "Hey, we'd love to have you on," and then Curtis is like, "We do off week on Friday. Why are you messing this up?" And then he's like, "Well, I told people we'd be on Friday night." There was this whole thing. So then they played that up last night, and I thought that was kind of funny that he kept on doing the whole. You realize it's off week, right? Like people expect off world, not this, and like Matt's just like, well, we're celebrating, and just watching them was killing me last night. So
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was yeah, and like it was one of those things where they're like combine Motu with something else. And I'm like, it's already been done. Like, what do you have?
I was gonna say,
combine them
didn't
with nowadays? Like,
hasn't Matt already asked that a few times before? And
I don't even know. I mean, I guess you could combine it with Marvel. You could combine it with G.I. Joe. You could combine it with Transformers. But I'm like, G.I. Joe just doesn't work for me for Motu. And Marvel, it's like that would be kind of fun. But I felt like we already touched on
DC did it better.
So.
Or DC, yeah. Marvel kind of would have been weird. DC, it made a little sense since they did it in the like 80s, and then they kind of brought it back where the Queen was on Earth the old time, and it involved like Constantine and opening up the portal. That at least made sense.
I mean, you could do it with
But-
Transformers. They would just have to be the vehicles.
Well, that was the whole point. When I was like, well, the Transformers landed on Eternia instead of Earth.
And they
become Eternian vehicles and stuff.
You can make Grayskull.
I'm like, I'm good. That was my answer, and I left it at that.
Actually, I got some on my desk here, but they don't scale perfectly, but the little Mega Block scale fairly well with like a Voyager class.
Huh. That does work.
I actually did a couple of photo shoots. I had like He-Man sitting on top of Prime's shoulder, and then Skeletor on top of like Megatron's, and they're standing in front of my painted castle.
Nice.
Since the castle's that scale perfect for like these.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. I like that.
Yeah.
You got to do the real combination. If you're going to do a mashup, it's got to be Masters with the mundane, like Masters in real world scenarios.
Did that in the movie.
Beastman at the office, or Battle Ram at the in the Ford dealership.
Mm-hmm.
Man at Arms at the IT help desk.
Man at Arms at the IT help desk.
Have you tried
Tila
working it on and off again? It's a freaking club.
Orko working at McDonald's, shit like that.
You want fries with that? Messing up all the orders.
Be amazing. That show needs to happen. Masters of the Mundane.
Happy Meal?
Yep.
It reminds me a bit of the 40th anniversary He-Man pack. They had this TV shows in the back where they made up shows based on in the decade. That's a bit like that, no?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's true.
You could imagine like the scenarios where they're in.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm finally opening my Fiona here.
Oh, I thought you were digging in a bag of chips.
That kind of did sound like it.
She's a beaut.
Just be careful with those little baby gators. They vanish quickly in the carpet.
Yeah.
Does anybody get offended, since this is all the patrons, does anybody get offended when me and Bud start going back and forth with each other?
No.
Because
No.
I don't know if you guys know, but it's
fake.
it's a fake feud. Yeah, it's not.
It's a bit, but we try to make it as real as possible.
Yeah.
It's comedy gold.
Yeah.
It
works.
I wouldn't say offended.
It's
I was
magic.
worried for a moment.
Yeah, because he did message me. He's like, "Are you okay with Bud? Because you got the figure coming and you got to send it to him." I was like, "Oh no, it's
well, we had that one moment in the chat where it was kind of there was a comment made and somebody got upset, and I was like, "Okay, well, hang on."
Yeah.
Bud comes forward and goes, "Yeah, no, it's not." I was like, "Okay." It's like, ooh.
Yeah, of course. Like we wouldn't let something like that go
No.
on.
And at first it was just me and him just going back and forth for fun, but then like Bobby came to me and he's like, "Hey, this is actually kind of fun. You want to, keep on doing it?" I'm like, "Hell yeah."
I'm contributing to both of your delinquencies. Trust me.
Yeah. I got Oz. I think Carol a couple times sent me something to send to him.
Yeah. Payne's been sending me a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah.
This has got to be like the most beautiful crocodile I've ever held in my hands.
What?
That's Fiona.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Forward to more animals. Just because they'll be doing them.
You've held a crocodile in your hands before?
I've held a caiman and an alligator, but not a crocodile before. So technically, that's the only crocodile I've ever held in my hand.
I've eaten crocodile.
So how big is that croc that you have in your hand?
That was about as big as the caiman was that I held. So.
Yeah.
I almost owned one for a while. That was really cool.
Oh, you don't have a croc? You got something else?
I got a croc of shit.
I guess we are all old enough that we, enjoyed the times when the circus still had animals.
Yeah.
I know they don't do that anymore nowadays that much.
Yeah, they don't.
But back in the days, you were able, to touch most animals, see most animals, ride on animals. So I guess most of us know that stuff, no?
I saw Barnum and Bailey, one of their very last
there, Bobby?
shows when they toured through.
What's going on there?
Bobby had panties thrown at him, I think, is what happened right here. And that's why he's blushing so hard.
I missed it. Blink and you miss it.
Duchess is like, "Come to bed already."
Is this recorded?
Oh, it's recorded. It may not be listed, but it's recorded. StreamYard records everything.
Bro, the internet melts down.
Oh God!
In the
So
words
much for
of
the
Ray
circus.
Stance, get her,
I'm sweating.
Get her, Bobby.
get her. This is your big plan. Get her.
We still gotta watch Svengoolie yet, so.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, she's dropping other hints for you there, Bobby.
No, I know. I can hear her.
She's dropping all the hints and her panties.
I missed something.
We
What is
finally
her
had
name? Nine Inch
panty
Nails
drops
song?
on Toy Frenzy.
I know it's the first.
First time live.
Turning-
I mean, what?
It's turning into Revenge of the Nerds all of a sudden.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Be careful, you get arrested for that these days.
Yeah. I hadn't watched that film in a while, and I watched it recently. I'm like, that couldn't be done today.
No.
But it's still great.
That and Police Academy. Neither of those movies
Yeah.
can be made today.
Yeah.
No way.
I love that.
You know, Go ahead, Bobby.
It's like I love the podium scene.
Yeah, the podium scene.
It's so funny. He looks down and Mahoney sticks his head out, and he's like, "Whoa!"
The actor who played the older guy is so good in that scene.
George Hines, is it?
George Hines. That's
Something.
good. That's a deep. That's a deep reference there, bud.
Yeah, I think it's George Hines.
If you actually check out Steve Gutenberg on IG, he is like one of the most positive, optimistic motherfuckers on the face of the planet.
Yeah.
To Police Academy, Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a true statement.
Mahoney?
I say this all the time.
A fist in the ass.
That's right.
I'll fucking say it. I don't care. We're unlisted. I'll say the whole damn thing.
But then again, I guess wasn't he also in Cocoon?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
So after bathing in that water, I guess you have to be positive.
Yeah.
He also
I guess
did
so.
Batteries Not Included too, wasn't he? In that one?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one too much.
Oh, I love Batteries Not Included.
Oh yeah, the little like alien ship things.
No, I know what the movie is.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the movie though. I don't remember like the
It
details.
was like this rundown neighborhood they were trying to get everyone to move out of this like building.
Yeah.
There was this really old couple. The older woman was trying. She had like a dementia or something, and she thinks this like other person's her son, and
Okay.
the other guy's like this like troubled person, and it's great.
Yeah, you needed old people in the 80s. It was Jessica Tandy and Hume Cronin. They were pretty much every old couple in every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think if he's been anything recently.
Gramps.
Yeah, it's Skelly Gramps.
Gramps.
It's funny.
I'm on one of my Alzheimer's walks.
Okay.
Oh man,
Thanos has got that gorgeous anti-Eternius sorceress. Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Well done.
Kind of makes me want to get a bunch of extras and paint them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or dye them.
I mean, luckily she's one of the ones that's still peg warming. So.
Shit.
Except I think for mine I want to get like bat wings.
Oh yeah.
Maybe do kind of a Hordakish theme.
The Avenger wings would work really well. From the Dungeons and Dragons.
Even the vampire wings from Mythic would work if you repainted them. They're
$12 right now too.
Yeah.
I do have an extra pair of wings, but they're a bit too big on one of my DC Spawn figures, I think. I have an extra pair of wings that I tore off. But those are a little bit too big.
Yeah, that's 1/10 scale, so yeah, you don't want to put that on.
Well, it'd be great if the wings could spread, but these extra wings I have can't.
I'm going to be working on a She-Ra one.
We get more puppies.
Oh,
couch potato.
We get Unchained, and it just gets cuter.
Yeah, right.
Instead, well, Bobby's the only one getting rusty.
I'm going the opposite way.
Bob is the only
Bobby,
one
this is
going
my
Unchained.
animal.
Yeah.
Animal.
It's 2 shows in a row now. With
That's awesome. So who did what? I missed it. Was that you, Thanos, or was that Oz?
I did the.
I didn't make the noise.
Okay.
And then Bud followed up with the addition.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was Bud too.
Remember?
We're gonna put that on a loop.
Nice.
Woman.
Sounds like Ludo from Labyrinth.
Yeah.
I did watch. I watched the first episode of that new Muppet Show, and it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
haven't
good,
watched
actually.
many of the older stuff. I know some people are like, "Oh, it's not like the older," but like I haven't seen the older stuff in so long that I don't really recall much of it. So watching the newer one, I'm like, "This is cool."
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's fun that they focus on someone that isn't the main characters for once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that was what really got. And my daughter, she thought Animal was the most hysterical thing ever. So I'm like, "You want to watch the next episode?" She's like, "Yeah, I actually would watch the next one." I'm like, "All right, there we go."
Did you guys?
She's been binging all the Muppet movies on Disney Plus lately.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that Muppets Haunted Mansion one from last time?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was good, wasn't it?
It was.
That was really good. I like that
It
one.
was surprisingly good. What was it? It was Gonzo that was sort of like rotting, right? I mean, yeah. That was brilliant. That was so good.
Yeah, I don't have
it's
Disney
funny.
Plus anymore, so I can't watch them right now.
Well,
confession here. As a kid, I only saw the Muppet Babies.
Really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
No,
Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies was great.
Muppet Babies was the bomb. That was like I had to watch that in Real Ghostbusters every Saturday morning, or else my Saturday was ruined.
Right?
Oh, I was not insinuating that they're not great. I'm just insinuating that I didn't watch the other Muppets properly.
When I was little, I totally didn't know Muppets and like Sesame Street were like two like different shows.
They didn't realize they were the same thing.
I know.
Yeah, they're both puppets. They both kind of look similar-ish. I mean,
when I was in grade school, we used to have to once a week we'd talk about the newest episode of the Muppets. So that was always fun to do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I
For me,
don't
it was
have
always the
Disney
Fraggles.
Plus myself. I just have access to it.
Any Fraggles fans out here?
Fraggle Rock, hell yeah!
Yep.
Fraggle Rock.
Great.
I think everybody, all of us here, because
Yeah.
we're all in similar age. Like, sure, we're not like all deadpan the same age, but we're within a similar enough bracket that like
I'm
this
the baby,
is what we
gotta
grew up
love me.
Except for
Oh, different show.
Well, I don't know. We got so many new people that just signed up now that you might not be the baby anymore.
True.
Me and Bobby are the old men, and then everybody
You have
else.
to avoid
Yeah,
the
right.
topic.
Well, guys, I'm gonna head out, but now you can let loose. I'm gonna what is the saying? If you love them, set them free. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Setting you guys free.
We'll all be
have a
back
blast
Thursday.
now. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow, Weekly Weirdo.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh,
We're all
yeah.
gonna be at Weekly Weirdo tomorrow.
I should be
Do you want a
awake.
preview? Do you want a preview of the Weekly Weirdo, or do you want to be surprised?
Just a little
Show it.
little hint.
Have Rin in the,
Just the tip.
I think it's
Oh, Cobweb just found that Alf figure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Montana.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Relate to Rin. That would be, yeah. I get it. Makes sense.
All right, guys.
See you, Skelly.
Nice
Later,
seeing you.
Skelly.
Have a great night.
All right,
You
but
too, brother.
You're the
Thanks for
best.
being
You're
on.
all the best.
It's true.
you're the best.
I am.
You're the best.
You're the
No,
best.
you're the best.
I'm the best.
Whatever. I'm probably gonna head out on that one too, because I gotta take my meds and go to bed. Yes.
All right.
Alright.
I will-
Enjoy.
Aaron, thank you for hanging out tonight.
Later.
And thank you for sneaking this beauty in with the rest of that act of kindness.
No
'cause-
problem. Not a problem at all. You all have a good one.
You too, man.
You too.
Have a good one.
See ya.
See you.
And then there were 6.
And then there was 6. We almost had 10, and then there was 6. The StreamYard link is still within the group chat. If any of you guys want to jump on and come on and join us, hang out, have fun. Cobb, I know you've got to set up for streaming now, man. Guys, get over and subscribe to Cobweb's channel. He's finally putting out content, and I love it.
Yeah, I gotta find the channel.
Yeah, once I
Get the link.
take a little break now from the new Zelda game, I gotta put out my next video. I have it like 80% done. I just got to finish up
Too fast.
taking it all together, but this game came out and I thought I'd only been playing it for like 4 days and it's been like over a week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how quickly that time will slip by.
Yeah. I've been waiting so long for this game to come out, and once it did, and it's so good. In fact, I'd played it so much, I totally forgot that I'd opened and put this on my shelf. That I went to like a look over. I'm like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there? It just suddenly magically
Yeah.
appears. I love when toys magically appear. It never happens.
Right? No. I did that test out
Sometimes.
his other feature in head.
Like, I gave the shout out to Sean earlier this week. He was the first one who ever like brought it to my attention about how Toy Frenzy was such a positive energy amongst the world of collecting. I didn't really think about it, because it's just this is back, around the time when Sean was just first a guest with us. It was still me and Skelly, and then like 2 weeks later we pick up Bobby. How just overall positive we were, and how that like people were attracted to that with us.
There's so many channels out there that are just they focus more on the like negative because
Oh God, yeah.
drama gets clicks.
It does.
Mike French, and I'm gonna name drop because this is a private stream, so I don't mind saying it. Mike French from fucking Retro Blasting and a whole bunch of his goons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All they fucking do is shit.
I used to watch them when they like talked about the stuff they liked, but now all they talk about is the stuff they don't like.
Right, and
I never even heard of them.
Well, it's
Can't
good,
work.
but that's what I like about this community that we're building, and it's spreading. It's actually,
or they're like positive to face, but then behind the scenes, they're all negative, and I don't think we need to mention names, but we have all, unfortunately, been victim to that.
yes, most of us here have, and something I still don't really bring up in public with people.
No.
But,
This is a private channel, so
it is. It's a bit more private,
privater.
so it's a bit more free to talk about that kind of stuff. But some people don't all know of everything that's going on with that. But in any case, though, like I love how that positivity seems like it's truly spread. I'm seeing it across more channels. I'm seeing it in a lot of newer channels that are starting out, and it's really, really phenomenal to see the Toy Frenzy community, not just the Frenzied itself, but even everybody who's in our chat. But you guys, the Patreon subscribers that signed up for us, been following us basically from the start for most things. Because again, even Nolan, long before he subscribed, Thanos subscribed 2 seconds before we went live with this Patreon exclusive chat.
I didn't want to be in the private thing without being a member. Felt weird.
I appreciate it. You had an exclusive invite because of some of your content.
That we're not going to show.
That we're not going to show.
But I do want to say something though. So on my Instagram, every Friday is Fisto Friday. Every Wednesday is Hump Day. And if you guys want to do a picture and collab with me on those days,
I got some.
Yeah,
I have to say.
No, I offended.
Oh my
David.
God! Did he just drop out or what?
Is he doing like what we do at the end of our show?
No, he's back.
No, he's back.
My battery indicator tells me that I'm on 10% now.
Okay,
I want to say it's like I really love your pictures, but publicly I won't like them.
I will like every single one of them.
You know what's funny is those get like so many more likes than like I did a picture with this guy today, and I thought it was like a really cool picture. It got like 20 likes. But the one with Bryophytus and the vines picking up Evil Lyn's like 200 and something likes already.
Of course.
We need to do a collab with
it makes sense.
The pictures I did of the blushing Bobby striptease. Oh, that'd be
We gotta get
hilarious.
some of the male doll figures.
Just
Bobby's
make some custom
stewing
heads.
over there.
I am going to order a male body because I feel like I'm strictly on the female, and that's a little too much right now. But I didn't know what those things were going to be like when I picked them up, so I just kind
Just
of
out of curiosity, what bug is that for? I think mostly
it's
Evelyn.
the TB League Feitchen doll, the 1/12 scale. They have a bunch of different body types and stuff. I have like a skinny one and a thick one.
Never heard of them, but they seem to work for that.
Yeah, well, the origin heads pop right on. I have to play with the light a little bit so that the skin tone doesn't look super awkward. But
Right. Especially with such varying skin tones across Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
But
See, all you got to do
we all
is just
kind of thought
get the
about
right
that stuff
pose
once.
going, bend it over, point the figure, thumb at its butt.
Origins don't have the boom boom hole.
Nope.
It's only on Legions.
Well, on that note, guys, I'm going to say goodbye.
Sorry.
All right, Bobby.
It's been
Thank
fun,
you for hanging out.
and I appreciate all you guys. I always do. You guys are awesome. All of you are.
Nice seeing you.
Even me.
Yeah.
Of course.
This collecting family that we've built around the channels has been just amazing. It does me good to see and talk to you guys each and every day. And even if I don't, jump in the group chat.
That's why he's leaving.
Yep.
That's exactly why he's leaving.
Yeah.
Have fun, Bobby.
It will happen off camera.
Duchess,
Yeah, no
send
cameras.
me photos.
No. You want me to take it off?
You got to do a higher tier.
In front of guys? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Because you're going to knock. Oh, thanks. You knocked my figure.
She's knocking figures over. Uh-oh.
All right, guys. It's getting wild, so I'm going to...
I was going to say, it's getting real wild. Figures are falling over.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you
see you, brother.
You turn all those figures around so that they don't have to see what's about to happen.
Yeah, right. I almost ended
innocence
broadcast.
on that, man.
I almost ended
Don't end broadcast.
That would have been horrible. All right, see you guys.
Trap Jaw's going to be on the floor.
Oh, it's dropped, all right. It's dropped.
So that's what is it, frenzied.
That is how Cronus truly lost his jaw.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud to be a part of this. That's the most action I've seen in 10 years. So yeah.
Right. Same.
Well, I mean, that's the idea for doing these private streams where we can just let go a little bit more. You know, like the Ostradamus live shows get pretty loose and pretty crazy. And we all know when it's me, Bobby, and Sean on Toy Frenzy, it's going to get a little nuts, you know. But the whole idea of doing this is because we can take it private and we don't have to obey necessarily the same rules that we do when it's a public stream, because these don't count. And honestly, because they're private, it's not like it's really meant to be watched and watched and watched, you know.
I have a task for you.
Your task for me, sir?
Yeah, for you and Sean and Bobby. So basically, without Skelly knowing, you have to practice with your video arrangement and do the Three Stooges thing where, you know, slap each other in the right direction.
Oh, man. That's considering, like, anytime we try to point and it goes the wrong direction.
Practice first.
Can you imagine how many takes that would be for us to get that right?
What I've started to remember is that my shelf is on that side of me, so I have to look at myself on camera, and I'm like, okay, my shelf is there, and that means
there's a thing where you can adjust the mirrored.
Yeah, I just did that earlier.
But the reason that I don't do that so it's mirrored is because most of the time my nameplate is blocking. I don't necessarily like the public to know I'm just doing this out of my room, and I don't like people seeing my bed behind me. My name blocks that out for most of the time. The rest is just clever camera angles.
Yeah, like you can kind of see some shelves here, but behind me is just collapsed collection of like cardboard boxes for when I decide to craft stuff. So seeing all that back there, I'm like, I don't want people to see that.
Yeah,
this
and
is like
So
That's also why half the time too, I have the camera pointing towards my desk. Because also I don't like going on cam anyways, but like you can at least see my hands and see that I'm like working on something.
What do you mean
no more fun now?
What do you mean no more fun now? There's all kinds of fun. Tell me Bobby wasn't gone in 25 seconds here.
Why are you still watching, Duchess? You have better things to do.
Just got off, right? Like, why are you watching us? You should be having fun. If there's no more fun happening, it's because you're still in the chat, not paying attention to what Bobby's doing.
Well, it's either that or she's saying that Bobby is done. And that's even worse.
That doesn't sound right either.
I'll give you some. There we
That's
go.
what happens when you start throwing panties at a guy. It doesn't go well.
I gotta
say,
say,
guitarists in the '70s messed up, Freebird because they had a bra thrown at them. For all we know, I mean, it is crazy.
That's true. It's true. We would have never got that solo. But yeah, I like the idea of us being able to come here, do this private stream. It's, we're all family in that group chat, and I appreciate all of us doing this, and I'm even more excited because it always felt weird that, again, with Thanos having been there from the beginning as well and always doing these lives on the weekends with me lately, it felt weird with him not being in there. So the fact that, he finally signed up tonight and joined is fantastic.
I was actually gonna do it last month, but then I got like an extra $600 and something bill that I wasn't expecting. So I was like,
Dude,
wait.
Yeah. Ouch. Well, and that goes too, like, honestly, if somebody doesn't have the money for it 1 month or something like that, talk to us.
That's what I had to do last month. I got like really short. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna have to close it down for like maybe a month. But once I get some more funds coming in, of course I did, and then I signed back up like a week and a half later.
Yeah. Just talk to us. Let us know what's going on.
Yep.
We can, we're all here for family, and that's what it feels like out of every community that I've been in with online, and even just with other content creators and stuff like that. The Toy Frenzy community is just, it blows me away every time I turn around. Like the generosity and how amazing you guys are. See, look, even my sister says it felt weird without Thanos being in the group chat too.
Mm-hmm.
I brought it up to him before myself.
You know how I know that it's family? It's because when I'm chatting you guys, my girlfriend is not jealous of it. So like, who are you texting? It's like, it's the Masters guys. And like, okay.
And same thing with Nolan here too. When Ray was talking about wanting to sign up to become an Oswald and everything like that, it would have felt really weird not having both of them on. So I talked with Skelly and Bobby about that, and Sean, I think you were even with us at that point. And I was like, guys, I'd feel weird if I didn't just invite Nolan into this too. The benefits need to go to him as well. It wouldn't have been right. So
that's why whenever I do the shout outs, I make sure to pair them. Then I don't want Rhea to like sneak attack, stab me with like something.
Oh, that's gonna happen. She's a feisty little thing, I swear.
Yeah. Every time I see a dark corner in my room, I'm like,
this is from that one time that I shouted out Nolan and not her.
Right. There was one shout out I did, but I was like, and if Rhea doesn't stab me, this is just for Nolan.
Absolutely. And he says thanks. And Duchess too, being a big part of the community from the start.
Yeah.
I love how the family grows as we continue. It's been phenomenal. Sean, I'm so glad you're a part of it. And by association, the Dooch is a part of it too. I hope he knows that, because we're all big fans of both of you guys, not just you.
Yeah, I've been watching you guys for like a year before all of this. So
thank you. Yeah.
Seeing that you came on officially, I was just like, this is amazing.
No, like it's funny because like Skelly was the one that was like he'd be talking to us on the show at times and things like that. He'd have comments, he'd ask us questions when we put out posts and everything. And it's the funniest thing. He's named after two villains, and he's one of the most positive people I've ever met. He's one of the nicest, positive, and I mean, he literally is like influential, which is awesome. The way that he uses that positivity is awesome. And so for me, it's like him asking me to be on here. I was like, you want me on here? That's okay. You know, I'm like, I can only do it part-time based on my schedule, but it meant a lot to me that he wanted me to be a part of this. So yeah, it was really cool. And it was then him doing the whole, well, when you guys said my name when I make a comment on the show, it was like, oh my God. And I'm like, I've never done anything that made anybody do that. My wife could give a crap less half the time what I do in this house. But no, like, it made his day. And I'm like, that made me feel like, 10 feet tall to know that did that for him. And then, vice versa on here for me. It's awesome. So
yeah, I don't know if it was Oz or like Skelly that when they said, "Oh, hey, Sean is joining the show in the chat," because they'll usually tell me who's the guest for each week. So when I write, and I was just going off. I was like, "That's amazing. Is he becoming official?" And he's like, "Yes, but not yet," because it was like a week or so before you like actually joined. I'm like, "Oh, this is so cool."
Well, and then, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. Just
I'm just gonna say awesome again. So I want to hear what you have to say.
That first episode where Skelly was like, "Hey, Sean from Legends of Grayskull is gonna join us," and I was like, "What?" When it was just a guest appearance, and I was like, he's gonna come on and we're gonna talk. He's like, he loves the CGI, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be an amazing episode.
Yeah,
and the chemistry worked well. And then, me and Bobby were talking back and forth a lot and stuff, with things that he had going on with Collectors of Power. Bringing him on as a guest was one of the coolest things ever. And it didn't take that long after, and it was like, we wanted to make Bobby officially one of us. So again, even making you officially part of this was like huge, because it's like the way we all work together and stuff is phenomenal. And I gotta say, I was a little sad when Bobby was mentioning about not doing the Powers of Attorney a podcast, but in turning that into bringing Adam on board for Toy Frenzy, it's not like we've lost anything.
No, if you get more exposure, I feel, but because like for some people, podcasts, it's like it's one other thing. But if they're already on the channel and they're already a subscriber and they're already tuning in each week, boom, like that opens it up even bigger for all three of you in that way. And it might make them go even to the show than if they haven't tried it and listen to what you've done on there. But at least it still carries on here too. So yeah,
right.
Cross-pollination.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
I'm excited for what you've got going on, because especially like, you doing Legends of Grayskull, and of course you've done other podcasts as well and everything like that. So you've probably got collectively a little bit more experience than the rest of us doing this a little bit longer. But then you and Jesse hang out all the time. I was excited when I got the both of you to come on and start doing Legion's class. And we started doing that project together.
Yeah.
And now I'm excited at Jesse's channel having grown with doing Shooting the Shelf with Curtis and having him as a guest host on. And now the Legends of Grayskull and Shooting the Shelf together in one place with Off-Worlds.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, I still consider that kind of part of this family too, because again, my association with you and Jesse and us sharing Legion's class, as well as, of course, you being here and Jesse having been a guest as well. Like, again, it's just that positivity spreading further and reaching out further, because the more of these collabs that are happening with, again, similar of us, across the board, And you see it here because these guys I see in all of our chats everywhere and across many other toy communities, you know, talking about how we're the best community. And that's great because we all move together too.
Mm-hmm.
I get into a chat and I know I'm going to be seeing Thanos is going to be there, Nolan's going to be there. And of course, Bud is there. John's showing up. He's there. Like all of us move together as a group. You know, Nolan. I think Nolan and Eldor are the ones that manage to beat me everywhere.
I rarely catch stuff on the weekends, and then sometimes I'm busy too, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So I miss stuff here and there. I know you say I'm everywhere, but like I won't be at the Skelevators Weekly Weirdo tomorrow because I'll be at work. So I miss Ken all the time.
Well, he goes
anything where it's early morning. I usually am asleep for some reason. I have like a third schedule or third shift schedule sleep time.
Ken is probably between Ken and Jay, Mega J. Mega J is Saturday 1 a.m. I've been lucky to get there most weeks now because I'm just like falling out before he's even going live.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I finished one of his late night lives. I went live with a bit, but well, even that one, I think I popped out. Like I was like, I gotta go to bed. Like I'm out of here.
Yeah. I don't know how I survived last weekend because it was only supposed to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, my normal show, and then Sunday, a quick thing. And it's like, I'm not even done with toy therapy yet. And friggin' I've got Jay sending me messages on, wait a minute, what's this?
Us?
I can't even hear him.
No, yeah, but
It says us.
There's no volume. It says,
is this
us.
like a hostage video happening?
I think that's what it is.
Help me.
Hold up a sign with
call
today's
911.
But yeah, I mean, that's one of those things. Like I honestly was confused at how I survived last weekend. Mega J hitting me up to go live with him at 1. We were planning Sunday, so I was expecting that. I wasn't expecting to go live with him at 1 a.m. and then sit through pretty much the whole thing with him until we wrapped up. And that was after I went live an extra day doing the thing on Wednesday with Skelly.
We're not going to have a toy frenzy. We're just going to do it on Wednesday instead.
Yeah, we're just going to do it on Wednesday when everybody else goes live. So we actively try to avoid going live on Wednesdays. Yeah, totally, Nolan. I get it. And getting you back in here, Dave. Oh, man. Dude, I'm excited that this, second time going live with Dave. Last time I know it was a mistake. This one was a little bit more intentional, but
it was intentional this time. Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest honors I've had since doing YouTube, period, is how many of you guys have chose to go live with me, intentionally or unintentionally, for the first time. Like, I always think that's cool. I know helping John kickstart him, helping Sir Clifton, even though he's not here tonight, hopefully he watches or he's watching this and gets to see it. I'm so glad he decided to start a channel. John, I'm glad you decided to start a channel. And Bud, I'm proud of you. And I know you've had some big challenges to overcome with wanting to go live and do things like that. So the fact that you started going live is amazing. Just the best fans in the world. Or I don't like that term fans necessarily. I mean, that's what you guys are. But viewers, I think is what Lawrence called everybody. But I mean, it's more personal than that because again, you guys are just family.
Mm-hmm. No, it's great. I mean, I what's funny is I know there are people that watch the Legends of Grayskull stuff, but like this is way more interactive than we ever got with our fans by me being on here. And it's like, it's almost daunting because I go from just me and the Dooch talking to here's the Patreon community, here's all these messages. And half the time I'm like, I am a day or two behind on this. Holy crap. The amount of
just skip to the end and say, give me the cliff notes.
It's like the camaraderie and the back and forth in there. I'm usually like overwhelmed by how active everybody is in there, but it's awesome that that's the case because like the hardest thing, like when I got out of when I got into the adult world and got my job in my 20s and all that stuff, it was the hardest thing to find people that enjoyed what I enjoyed. I was lucky enough in my mid-20s, I started working at a comic book shop, and then I had a group of core 5 or 6 people that every week we knew Wednesdays were the night we were going to hang out. I was closing the shop that night. We'd go across the street to Applebee's. We'd close down Applebee's because we just would not stop geeking out. And it just it was a cyclical thing every week. That's what we did. And unfortunately, one of those friends in that group who I consider almost a brother from another mother passed away because of complications with diabetes at 25. And I lost that magic for a long time. I was despondent and lost. And I mean, I met my wife along the way after that point, and I became a father, but it's I needed that connection still. And then through Masters of the Universe, because that's when I started getting into classics once my son was born. And I'm I'm doing this for me. I need something to make me feel normal right now. There's so much responsibility I'm dealing with, so much stress, so much, being a dad. It was daunting for me. So then it's well, I need to go back to my childhood. What was my first love? He-Man. I need to go to He-Man now and all this stuff. And it was crazy. Through that, I joined Facebook groups. The Facebook groups ended up leading to, I was part of the Great Unboxing, which then you went live, you showed off new things that you had, and I was getting used to being on screen and on camera. And then it just led down this pathway to here it is. Here I am at 1 a.m. on this on the show and talking shop with people that enjoy it with me. So, hey, he's not being held hostage. That's amazing.
Hey, I heard you guys couldn't hear me. No, yeah. Dutch just wanted to say hi real quick.
Don't be so shy.
Oh, you tell me to do this, now you won't. All right, I'll see you guys.
All right.
Well, that's what I said. They're all waiting now.
It's like an episode of the Addams Family. There's just hands moving.
What? Yes, I am. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys.
It's audio only then.
It's all right.
See, you got to fast forward. You want to say hi or no? Do you want to say hi or no? All right. Sorry, guys. It's all good. I'm going to move the camera so you can... There's hello.
There we go. We got a wave.
All right. We'll see you guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.
See? Okay.
See,
see
we
you guys.
saw some nails.
It was a very royal fingernail.
Right?
Yeah. Regal.
Here's my fingernails. Yeah, look at that crap.
Look at that. Are they white?
A horror show. It's just the reflective light from the ring light. They're not.
Ah.
I'm going to be painting nails tomorrow.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Every Sunday.
Do you work out of the beauty salon?
How do you call that?
I work in a nursing home. We paint the old ladies' nails on Sunday afternoon.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool.
That's very cool.
So I was wondering, besides the hump day on Wednesday and the Fisto Friday on Friday, is that a different Salon Sundays? There you
Fisto
go.
Friday with the old ladies.
Right?
Oh.
No, I have a pretty fun job actually. So today was Arts and Crafts Day. I have glitter on my face.
What's the average age there?
It's actually crazy because we had somebody as young as 30 something because it's also a rehabilitation center.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a lady who's turned 100. I think the oldest we've had was like 105.
Right.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I had an internship once when I was a kid.
What's that?
When I was young, so let's say about 19, 20 or so, I had an internship once in an elderly home, and the station there was like 80 and above. So it was, they all had their diapers and so on. But obviously we also helped them clean. So they typically would then be standing in front of the sink, to hold on to well, if they could stand, that's the thing. There was this one elderly lady who was then fantastic. I was holding her hand to support her a little bit while the other person was taking care of the rest. And she then looked through the mirror and winked at me and threw me a kiss and mouthed, "I love you," while being cleaned down there and everything. So like, yeah, smile back at her and that's it.
So I just work in activities and transportation, so I drive them to appointments, and we did arts and crafts, and play games, and I call
That's nice.
Paint nails. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, people can be great, all ages.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the job that I do right now, I do scheduling. Some days can be rougher than other days, but I gotta say, like, one of the best things that I like about my job, I definitely feel more fulfilled at the end of each day than I ever did at any of my other days or jobs.
Yeah.
GameStop, I used
to. The thing I like about my job is it actually feels like I'm doing something, whereas like the job I had before, it was like, hey, grind for 8 to 12 hours and go home tired for no reason.
Right. Working at GameStop, running the store, it's all sell. Like, that's it. It's all I got to do. Clearly, right. I'm really good at it because of how many of you have all picked up Mythic Legions in the last couple of months. And you may all blame me, but you blame this guy right here who's not paying attention.
Yeah, it's John's fault.
Because if it wasn't for him helping me get the Headless Horseman, I don't think I ever would have started. But
not anymore. But I got these at least. Like in oh no, wait! I got more. Yeah,
I know
someone
you
was
got
playing
more.
with Belphegor the other day too.
God, they're so good.
Yeah, but I have to say, I'm really looking forward to the Monkey King. This is just such a great figure.
Sean, did you pick him up?
No, I didn't pick that one up actually.
Oh.
That's for me.
For me, well, here's the thing: the Figure Obscura line is like it's I wouldn't say it's hit or miss, but it's very much like it's not what I want on my shelf every time. I don't necessarily go after like the animal themed characters even in Mythic Legions as much. I have a few of them like I don't mind the ones that are like the Minotaur looking ones because I look at them as well, they're like the berserkers on the battlefield, but like Purplore or Cow Roast and some of those figures, those don't do it for me because they look too stoic.
I get that. So basically you're saying that it doesn't fit into the theme for you. You have a series going on and they don't fit in there.
The way that I do it, at least, is I'm looking at it from I love the barbarians, I love the gladiators, some of the knights, depending, because the knights to me also were kind of very standard. Like if you get one, you almost have them all. So I want a little more uniqueness, and it's more just in the it reminds me of more like I picture it like Conan or something, where there wouldn't be as much of like animal warriors as much as it's like, here's these desperate factions across the land, and some might cross paths and hate each other, and some might cross paths and work together.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way I view it. And then when it comes to the villains and stuff, I want as many demons and skeletons as possible. Those are my happy place typically. But the Monkey King, like I did not see any reason not to love the Monkey King, but it is so completely unique to itself.
Yeah.
That's part of why I was like, I literally don't know where I would put that on my shelf. And it's just like Krampus fits in with Mythic Legions to me in like it's a demon, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely very demonic.
Yeah, and the same with Headless Horseman. But then when they went to Father Christmas, I was like, I got nothing. Like, I'm not the biggest Christmas fan. Christmas depresses me typically. So then that one was a no-go. And then this one, I was like, I don't have any idea what this is. I know of him through name, and that's about it. So my owning to it was very minimal. But it was beautiful. Like, looking at what they did, I'm like, that's impressive. It's not for me, but it's amazing looking at the same time.
The Krampus is kind of tempting because it's kind of like that anti-Christmas or like the Grinch. So for me, that's like, I would probably get that one, but like a Santa one, nah. Because I'm not really the whole holiday Christmassy kind of person.
For me, it's pretty simple because I typically am a Motu only guy. I always have been. You know, there was Master of the Universe, and that's it. And as you said, you know, the Monkey King is like kind of a thing on its own. It doesn't really fit in somewhere else. But I love the Monkey King. So that was supposed to be the one exception for me, you know?
Hey, and
so
that's that's the thing, and that's the brilliance of what they do, because they started the line as their own thing, as Mythic Legions and all that stuff. But then along the way, they start doing in the little seeds of, okay, here's an homage figure for He-Man, here's an homage figure for Skeletor, here's Purplor, here's Calrose. And eventually, one way or the other, like for someone like you, strictly Motu, you might look at those and there might be this twinge of like, that's so cool that there's actually like a He-Man analog in Mythic Legions now. Or and so in that way, I love that, because for my money at least, I know typically vintage is like, okay, vintage is the gold standard. Vintage was fine. I absolutely loved vintage growing up and everything. But the minute I saw what the Horsemen did with 2000X when I was in my 20s, I just sat there looking at Toy Fair magazine with my jaw on the floor going, I'm never going to be able to afford these figures. They look like they're freaking masterpiece figures. And then it turned out, no, they're actually like $10 at Toys R Us. And then I started buying those. And then when Classics hit, that's again, when my son was born, that's what I honed in on. Masters was my thing again. I needed these figures. But then along the way, I started realizing, hey, there's this Mythic Legions line. There's these cool like blue and yellow demons in this. How cool would they be next to Skeletor? And then, hey, there's skeleton warriors in it. How cool would that be with Skeletor? And I was like, you know, already overlapping my universe.
I was actually looking at, there was a green demon that's recently, or it's going to be coming out soon.
That's the one where they're combined as a Zazahar, I think it's called.
And then there was a little.
He's like a brute scale guy. So.
Him, and then there was this like goblin caster that just recently came out.
Yeah, I got him actually. He's up on my
shelf. I thought those two together would be kind of a neat pair, and like he's the little like goblin summoned that like demon, and that's his like kind of demon pet.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that'd be kind of a cool one, but
absolutely. And the thing for me is always like He-Man, all these other lines that we grew up with, He-Man, Ninja Turtles, Transformers, G.I. Joe. You pick up one of those figures, and if you pick up a He-Man figure, it's He-Man. You pick up, you know, Optimus Prime, and it'll always be Optimus Prime. You pick up one of these figures for Mythics, and you're able to do whatever you want with them. It doesn't have to be the figure that they gave you. You can make it into your own thing. And it's like, this is now the version of playing that I needed as an adult, because I can get something, I can make it into my own thing, put it on my shelf, and it's not the same as anybody else's out there. It's mine. It's my version of what I want it to be. And I didn't realize I needed that kind of creativity outlet until I got into it. And now that I know how this works, and there's third-party people doing pieces as well, you're just sitting there going like, the only thing that is the limit is the imagination and the pieces that I have. And even that, like, it kind of is cool to have less pieces, to have you go, I have a limit to what I can do. What can I do with it though? They always say, like, if you have a big budget on a movie, your creativity goes out the window. But if you have a small budget, you're worried about how to make that creativity work. And that's kind of how it feels sometimes. You don't have to have the biggest fodder bin, but you just need to have something, and then you can make it special to you. So, yeah.
One of the things
that's
doing.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When you guys started doing the Legion class, one of the things I glommed onto was like kind of the factions, and then like the 4 horsemen. So I got a Lithia, so get some vampire.
Valak, yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are nice.
And I got Aether, and I got Poxus on pre-order, and I got their horses and stuff. So they're basically like extra factions for my Motu guys to fight, but when they start doing the Great Beasts, like if they actually release those, then I have to have those guys fill out their troops too. And
and
what I'm gonna do.
It's like, you can use their mythology and make that how you do it, or you can get those things from their mythology. And it's like, when I was a kid, I remember I used to like take my Star Wars figures and play Doctor Who with them every now and then, or I'd use my Star Wars figures in conjunction with Transformers and G.I. Joe and stuff even. And it's like, this is like the new version of that to me in that way. It did start like Masters was the beginning of it, and then it went out from there with like the Skeleton Warriors. All of a sudden I'm like, I really want Skeletor to have a legion of these guys or whatever.
It's one of the reasons why I went hard on the Necronominus wave. One thing I would like to do with the humans though is build the Band of the Hawk. I would love to actually do some customs and actually like fill out the Band of the Hawk.
You could do that from Mythic Legions, guys. I could definitely see.
Yeah.
They've got enough pieces that I think you could do that. And for those of you in the wondering of what the Band of the Hawk is, there is an amazing anime and manga called Berserk. And it's ridiculous, but the main hero, Guts, he is... God.
It's the best story in any media ever. Like, the manga is fantastically good. The anime is pretty good. The manga is amazing.
There's 2 versions of it in anime form now. You've got the original one that came out that tells the telling of where the story got to, which did a really good job. Then they re-released that story across 3 movies in a newer fashion. And that was to set it up for a new anime series that followed more closely along the manga. And that was really phenomenal. But
I mean, all the adaptions have changed a few things and skipped a lot. And if you watch the 90s one, like where it leaves off, that's why I got into the manga. I watched the 90s one. I was basically traumatized into importing stuff from Japan, looking up translations online.
Well, because we never got the rest of it. I needed to see more. I only had a glimmer of that, and I needed it. So, Sean, this question was just for you here. What is your number 1 favorite Mythic Legions figure?
So I can't pick a favorite. I have 2 that are my absolute favorites no matter what. And that's why I got up, because I was like, I'm going to bring them over just to show them real quick. So the figure that actually got me to go, okay, now I'm invested in this line, and it's one of my absolute favorites. And my co-host Curtis loves to give me shit about it, because he's always like, oh, I know you like this one. You always talk about this one. I'm like, yeah, because I love him. It's just as simple. It's this guy, Rhaegar. And a lot of people like to think of him as the War Duke homage. I'll move him up. There we go. And
vibes.
He does have the War Duke vibes, but he's actually a tribute to Raymond Wu, who was a fan, and he passed away after battling cancer. And this is what the Horseman did for him. He checks all the boxes of what I love about this line, and what at that point you weren't getting in other lines. He's got this, like, the colors have this like Superman vibe, so he looks like a hero. The mask makes him look like a mysterious Boba Fett character, though. And he just has that like Dungeons and Dragons feel, like he's going to go out there and slay the dragon, or in his case, he comes with a dragon symbol on his shield, which I didn't use the shield that he came with because I broke the first one I got. I have another one, and I'm keeping that in my fodder bin so that it doesn't break the second time. But there's just something about this one that I love. And then the other one, because of the Motu deal, is Adamon.
Yeah,
I like that figure a lot.
Adamon is one of the craziest dollar-wise you're going to go up against if you haven't gotten into the line yet. But I absolutely love this figure. He's actually like almost a repaint of Atlas, who's one of the main characters. He's the leader of the Noble Bear clan. But they did a few things to make him his own character. And he comes with both eyes. Atlas has one eye. That's part of why I love it. But yeah, the minute I saw him, I'm like, I finally need to get this guy now that I'm in Mythic Legions. So between him and Keltis and Scapular, those are absolutely some of my favorites.
And a more official setup here, it seems, from Dave.
Well, I have to switch over to the other device because the battery is running out here. That means the camera won't be as good, but at least
it works.
I keep on going.
Saying the helmet reminds you of Beastmaster. I'm trying to remember which character in Beastmaster had that helmet. When they like the vampire thingies that were hanging upside down? Well, they were kind of faceless.
I don't remember.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
It's such a good one, though.
So good to watch it.
Last time I
watched I was actually going to watch it again.
I got caught up in the fact Tanya Roberts was in it, and then I kind of lost track of time.
That tends
back in those days. That woman really, yeah. But
she's like a walking Frazetta painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like those are some of my favorites, but there's plenty. I mean, there are newer figures that outdo those figures in details and paint, but these are still my key guys. So, yeah. And it's like we say that on Legion's class, looking forward is actually better than looking back. Because there's so much good stuff that they're doing.
Yeah.
So, us again.
That's really the big thing, is that, it is always worth it to look forward with these. And I do enjoy that I got in probably the best and worst time for me because all the skeletons going on right now. But I wouldn't change it for the world because there's so many great figures that I'm able to choose from. I don't have to get them all. I'm not that invested, but I enjoy the fact that there are so many to choose from that I can like, that I can't go wrong.
Sure.
So when I cheap out and get the cheaper ones because I can't afford the bigger ones, that's fine because I'm still winning.
Absolutely. I mean, even like today, there was the in-stocks, or actually yesterday at this point, this is 1 a.m. here.
Oh, yeah.
There was the in-stock sale, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, ooh, trolls. I sold my trolls last year because we just needed the money financially, and I'm like, ooh, I could get a troll back. Well, the trolls ended up getting sold out faster than anything on there, but then I'm looking around, I go, I want Varg. I haven't had a Varg yet, and Varg is for anybody who doesn't know, he's kind of like he's a bat character.
Yep.
He's like a bat dwarf with these huge wings, and he's got chains on his hands and stuff. And he's sort of like he's a puppet for like a hunter character for the vampires. And I don't collect the vampires, but he's one exception that I was cool with because I could just see him as just that character. He's always hunting, and he's like that guy for the villains or whatever. And then I was like, all right, I got it.
Yeah, one of the big things for me is that I want him. You said you got to go, Court?
No, I just hear the echoes.
Yeah, that's
I see.
Duchess's phone. She wants to say something to you guys.
Well, say it. Don't be so shy.
Yes, she's shy. You made me do this. Now come on.
One of the things that I think is great that I want, what is it? How do you pronounce his name, Sean? The Decalibus or?
Got the big vampire guy?
Yeah.
Decebulus.
I want him and I want Varg. Everybody knows I'm a huge fan of Age of Apocalypse because I talk about it. It's one of the greatest X-Men storylines ever written. Seeing the two of them reminds me of Sabretooth and Wild Child.
Yeah.
I
did not
love it.
think of that until just now. That's a great way of explaining it.
God, they look so good together. And and I totally just picture him letting Varg off the chain and, like you said, go hunting like a dog, and that's why I want the combo. And I keep looking at them right now, and I'm like, I want them, but I can't. I just can't.
See, that's the thing. I'm the idiot. I'm like, I'm not even going to look at the in-stock sale. I'm not. I financially should be not doing this. And then I looked at the in-stock sale. And then, like, ooh, there's this, and there's that, and there's this, and there's that. And, like, for me, I was like, oh, dude, I looked at the unknown one, or the unnamed one. And I'm like, I could use that for fodder. Because I love that he's got the all-black armor. And then I'm looking at Varg, like, I just haven't had him yet. I'd really like to get one of him. And then I've been wanting to do the Death Dealer pop and swap for him. So that's definitely on the list now that he's on his way.
Like, I totally want to get Baron Voligar.
Just say something.
One of these times, Bobby's going to go live and she's just going to slap him right across the face.
That might happen right now.
God, I don't want to talk.
Oh.
Where are you?
I'm right here. We're waiting for you.
No, they're not.
There they are.
Oh,
Yeah, we are.
We're waiting.
Yep, we're waiting.
Yep.
All right.
Not yet. By the time, at certain point, we may actually get. See, look, even Nolan's been waiting.
Yeah.
Saying hi, Duchess again.
I actually want one of those female vampire figures, but
they are tough to get.
How those are hard to, like, how easy or hard those are to get these days.
I imagine at a con that would be easier because they were one of the army builders, right, Sean?
I want to say yes.
I really love all you guys. Thank you for listening to my channel. And I love being here with you guys. You're the best.
Absolutely.
Same.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Great voice.
Yeah. See you in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But that was great, Duchess. Thank you for jumping on and saying that.
Is the Decibelus? Is that the one you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
$60?
Yeah, he's a brute scale, so he's like 8 inches tall compared to the typical ones.
Looking at the pictures right now on the store Horseman.
With him, I have another head from the they had the Half Giant that came out last fall, and I ended up doing the bearded Nate Barch inspired head, the one that he created on that one. So I have the metal helmeted head that I'm like, I'd put that on Decebalus if I got him, because I'm not really the biggest fan of like the vampire face. I'd rather just have it looking more like, here's this like either dead looking character, like a reanimated character on the field, or like a frost giant kind of a character.
Right.
But for everything that Oz is talking about with that Age of Apocalypse reference, I almost said Age of Ultron, Age of Apocalypse reference, I absolutely love those characters more now because I did not think of that. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, like I totally just see that partnership of them two.
Yeah. Well, on my shelf, Adamon, I have him next to Torgan Redfin, who's like one of the named dwarves, and I just have this like thought in my head, like the two of them are kind of like those characters that they give each other a lot of shit, but they eventually would be like, you know, like anybody on the outside who gives either one of them shit, they fight to the death. But it's like that's how they work, you know, and I dig that about how these characters work in my head and my little canon I'm coming up with.
Well, John says he wants to build an army of undead. So Tibius right now is, and when you say undead, I don't know whether you're just speaking skeletons or not, but Tibius right now is a great choice. He is up there for $37 in stock now. Gosh, I want him too.
I can see you can get vampire wings just on their own.
Yep, because you can add them to the back of any of the figures.
Mm-hmm.
Any figure.
Yeah, and they even all come with like I think those wings come with the adapter piece, which is this right here. Some wings are either small or large.
Yeah.
But
Right.
there's an adapter, and as a matter of fact, Sean, and just to show you right here,
Yep.
hold on, hold yours up real quick there for a moment.
Sorry,
So
now I can't get it back to the shoulder peg.
There
we go.
this is Purplor, who has a neck adapter, and they gave it the holes on the back so that you can put the pauldron armor on.
Mhm.
Sean, hold up yours real quick again. Adamon.
There's holes on the back, and
Right.
there's also a slot here too.
Right.
So you can put pauldrons on these, or you could put the wings in there, and make whatever character. Like here, the orc I got in from the tactics, he has a shield, but I just plugged it right into that rectangle piece. So then it's like his own armor instead of a shield now, and he can also hold on to his other weapons.
He's a turtle.
Let's say you don't have any accessory like the shield or the wings or anything. Is there a way to cover that up?
Not really.
No, but
unfortunately, no.
Purplor has that option, which helps.
Yeah.
If you have the pauldrons in, typically that will be more than enough to cover it up. It is one of the few design things where I'm like, I kind of wish they had a different way of doing that.
Like, you're not going to notice it if they have like a cloak or soft goods.
That, and if they're on your shelf, typically you're just going to have them looking out at you anyway, so you're not even going to think about that. And then when the time comes that you get some of those adapters, you're going to be like, cool, I'm glad that every figure has that so that I can use it however I see fit, you know?
I wouldn't be surprised if someone makes plugs to cover them up, though.
That makes sense, you know? I mean, if you make a plug that just fits into like an added mold so it looks like a bag,
you
know, that would make sense to me. Because, you know, as much as I really dig those figures, those little things, like even on the classics, the arm joints, the knee joints, they completely undo it for me. I can't have those. Impossible.
John, you're saying you want to build vamps and skeletons? Right now is the time to do it, man. Like, if you get on Store Horseman right now, they have several great vamps. You've got Tibius, which is a nice skeleton, all for like base level price, straight from Store Horseman without the third-party retailer markup. So it's a great time to go grab a bunch of them. You can pre-order a bunch of, well, you can still pre-order quite a bit of the Necronominus wave on several different online retailers as well.
The army builders are on sale right now too.
Yep, you can get the Skeleton Deluxe Army Builder for cheaper than the regular Army Builder skeleton. which is really neat. And that one is on BBTS because that's one of those authorized vendors. So, I mean, I know you're used to dropping big dime and getting a whole bunch of figures all at once. Now is a really good time to build your army of the undead.
So, like this guy, you can't see the plugs when he's got all of his armor and stuff.
That is fine. This is perfectly fine for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's, with the legions, it's way easier to cover that up if you get like a 3D printed part or whatever. With classic joints, like this is kind of how they are,
So this being Okitis with the extra arms for, being more spider-like, his entire back, the pauldrons as well as the back plug, are completely taken up by his extra sets of arms.
That's amazing.
So, and then, they use the vampire face, but they painted the extra eyes on there to make him
spidery-like.
more spider.
I really like how that guy looks.
Yeah, I think I
the
probably
more I see him, the more I'm like, I might want to pick him up.
Same.
Should.
I think he's 50 on BBTS.
He's even got the alternate head that you don't have to put on him. You can put this on another figure. Because this is the same as like the vampire warrior army builder figure face. But like they just did a really, really great job with all of these. I'm actually thinking of making this my unhelmeted. Nobody can even see what this is. So this is the other head that came with Mephitor, as he is a swale goblin. So he gets an extra goblin head. And that may become the head of my unknown one without the helmet on.
Can you zoom in on that? I mean, make your video large and show me that one. Right. It's like an ugly Yoda.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah,
it's a goblin face.
It's anti-Eternia Yoda.
It is, yeah. Absolutely. That works.
But that is his extra head.
Ooh.
So he's got this.
I'll be having it.
This being the Stinkor tribute, he's got the Fuzz Monk head, which is great. But then they give him the Goblin head, so you can swap it out if you want to. But of course, we all know I'm going to keep him as Stinkor. Stinkor being one of my favorite characters of all time.
Does he have a smell?
No. Nobody puts patchouli on toys anymore. I want to put more patchouli on it though. I probably will.
I actually really like how the goblins look, but I wish they would do a lot of them like less armored. Like I want kind of leather stuff, not like all bulky.
We're getting more of the leather armor now, so I'm sure we're going to start getting more of that with the upcoming stuff.
There you go.
Sean's going to show me something I don't know exists right now. Yeah, like he looks really good. Is that from the Fox's one?
No, this one. This was in the All Stars.
Oh, it was in the All Stars.
I think that's the one I was talking about.
If I remember right. But this is Swig, and then my collection has been all crazy lately. So he comes with other things. I just have not put them on him. I got to get my stuff together. But just in general, I just love. Like I'm not a goblin.
He's really cool.
This one really, the face, the soft goods, everything. I was like, yeah, this guy needs to be on the shelf. And then in the exact opposite direction, and one that is one of my favorites is this bad guy. This Gonks.
Looks like some legend.
It's like here's there you go. You got like almost the alpha and omega when it comes to here's one version, here's the other version, and all of them in between. So
Level 1 armored goblin.
Yeah.
Level 30 armored goblin.
And this guy is the one that got me into the goblins, because I typically was not big on the goblins, but I was like, I love gonks. I need a gonks. And then all of a sudden I'm like, crap, now I need some more of these goblins because they're actually really fun. So,
well,
You know, the
I
really
think it was
Scott
Jesse
movie
even
legend.
mentioned it. Yes,
Mhm.
he looks straight out of the movie Legend.
Yeah,
Gonk.
he could be directly from there.
But I think Jesse said it last week, or somebody said it on the last Legions class, that the goblins have the most unique character face sculpts. Like almost every goblin is a unique head sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I think is really amazing, is the uniqueness that they're putting.
Thanks, Carol.
For everyone.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Carol's rolling out.
Bye, Carol.
See ya. This is what happens when I start talking and don't keep an eye on the chat. The fact that we've maintained most views throughout this chat tonight, I think at the most we had 8, and considering we've had pretty much 3 people drop off the stream itself, or rather 4, because we had up to 9. So the fact that 4 people have dropped off being in the stream, and we're still maintaining 5 viewers in the chat right now, is pretty awesome.
It's gravity.
So we'll probably wind it down here, though, because as it is getting extremely late. This has gone on 2 hours, which I didn't expect, being that I know most of the time my bigger live streams go like this because we got everybody in the chat still going, and then normally more people are showing up now to jump into the chat or onto the stream with me. We'll probably start winding this one down, but I gotta say, it's been a lot more fun to hang out in this more intimate setting and not care as much about anything because it's not being viewed to the public, where we can all relax and have a bit more fun to ourselves. You know, and I appreciate all you guys jumping on and being a part of it too, because like I wasn't sure who was going to be going live with me tonight. I know I'd approached Thanos about it. He had a special invite even before he signed up for Patreon because I was going to have him go live with me.
Let me stop you there for a moment, because this sounds like the positive swing before the goodbye. You have to let out. And Grams is gone. Skella is not here. You still have to curse.
Oh, I still got a curse? Well, I mean, in that case, motherfucking bullshit, goddammit.
There you go. Sean?
So the Fisto series I was doing was a set of upper cunts, and we will be switching from the upper cunt series next week. So
there will be some like
Wait.
down punch.
Well, they'll be.
Did you say upper
cunt?
Did you? Yeah, I was okay. Upper cunt.
That
Okay,
horrible,
nice.
nasty word.
Nice.
I'm actually gonna try to set up a fistball special for one of the coming up shots where somebody's throwing him into a vagina. We'll see how that works out.
Right. Curious.
Need to have one of like a stinkor going down on someone and giving them the old stinkor.
And
that's Norman, isn't it?
I don't do 2 in the pink. I only do 1 in the stink.
Right.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stinkor.
And
a
little bit extra for Dave here, since I know he'll understand it more than most. Mutterficker.
Close enough. That's a little translation, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, Mutterficker, Arshel.
Don't forget giving someone crabs.
You got the other fun sayings and stuff like that, where it's all like animal mashups, like Schweinhunden and things like that. I've heard are
basically,
rather.
The German language is obsessed with pigs. We use it for everything. It could be something positive. It could be something negative. You mix it into all kinds of words.
Really? See, I heard it was mostly used as negative, but then again, that's just me with limited people over here.
I mean, I'm not coming up with a positive one right now, but have you heard of the inner dog pig? Inner pig dog. Der innere Schweinehund.
I've heard it.
Okay.
I've heard that word.
Okay, so basically, it's when you sometimes have to fight yourself to get something done. When you're lying on the couch and you just want to do it, and you have to overcome that laziness. That is when you're fighting your inner pig dog, and if you win, then you can go on. So
Okay, so over here it's like fighting your inner demon. It's kind of a
kind of, but inner demon could be
phrase.
something that torments you, and this is just something that holds you back by being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's the thing that keeps you on the couch.
That is really cool.
I just need to get one more of these little plastic cap things.
Ooh.
I got some armor for his legs. These are the little pull tabs that are on like creamer containers. I took some and put it on his like shoulders to give it like shoulder armor. I'm gonna paint them up.
I think that's great.
And it's also not funny but punny because he's like a sea creature that has like plastic rings attached to him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I picked these up out of that floating island of plastic. They fit just right.
That to me is worse than the fistings.
Yeah. But like I didn't think about it till after I put it on because my original intent was to make like armor for him. I was just pulling a tab off of a fresh creamer. I looked at him like that would look really good on like shoulder and have the ring on the bicep. And I put it on like, oh, it looks great. And then I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this is bad.
Exactly.
My lady throwing one of her shoes at me gets me off the couch. Oh yeah. Definitely do it.
Fair point. Does she do
All
that?
right.
Does she really do that?
Well, everybody, this has been a lot of fun, and I'll be doing another one next weekend, or we'll see. I mean, I would like to do it as a weekly frequency if people are free and available to show up. But I mean, naturally, if there's not as many people able to jump in and join, it wouldn't necessarily to make sense. I don't mean just in the live aspect here, but I mean in the chat too. I mean, I can go live for an after show, but talking to myself would probably throw me back in the hospital. So,
well, don't do
or if
that.
there's not enough people, maybe just do like a Discord voice hangout.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I gotta get better connection speeds. Like,
yeah,
I definitely.
I could like stream a show or something.
That was
there
fun.
Not safe for work picture section in the Discord?
Yeah.
Okay.
W.
I was gonna say that we don't really have some rules in there for that, but I gotta get all the new people in that tonight. That's you, and of course Cobweb, and then Travis, who signed up for my Patreon, and I sent him a message with the link. I still have no idea if that's the right him or not. I mean, I sent him the message on Patreon, so whoever it was signed up had the ability to watch tonight. He got the link for it. And then Brick had mentioned he was also in the Cabal, so I looked up Travis on Facebook as well, saw he was friends with Brick, so I made sure to send the invite via Messenger, but I don't know that Travis saw that because it doesn't show. So, Travis, whoever you are, we have... According to this, the Travis on Facebook and I have 5 mutual friends, including Brick. So, hoping that's him. And if he sees this, it was great.
Yeah, I have a whole slew of photos I've taken in between playing Zelda that I've wanted to post. I just, of course, forgot. But I did pick up these fun little Transformer toys. I kind of had the itch, and I was just like, I want some Transformers. So I got the Bumblebee movie ones because I actually really dig the Cybertronian vehicles rather than just like a Bug or some older car because I'm not super into cars. There's a couple that I, of course, would get like the like a Ecto 1, but that one's like really expensive. There's an Ecto 1 Transformer.
There's an
DeLorean one.
DeLorean too.
DeLorean one's not too bad. It's like 40.
Yeah.
But there's certain cards like I kind of wish they would do like the supernatural 67 in Impala. Yeah, that could be a really cool transformer.
It better look like Dean when it transforms. Yep. It better do blue steel with its facial expression.
Yeah, like that. The A-Team van, they kind of did that one in the Earthrise series, which is a black van with the yellow, red, and orange stripe going down the side. But when you transform it, it doesn't have like a mohawk or anything or Mr. T looking vibe going on. But yeah,
although it should.
It should, yeah. But yeah, I picked up a whole bunch of these. They're kind of neat.
RC is awesome.
RC, Braun, Wheeljack, Ironhide, and Ratchet. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
Still gotta find a Shockwave though.
Yeah. Shockwave.
Because Shockwave is amazing. I'm also very picky. They put out a Bumblebee movie one, but it's a core version, so it's like a little $10 little figure, and I want them taller.
Right.
I'm still kind of shopping around. Other than that, there's really not many more that I want. Maybe like a cliff jumper or something. Alita.
You know what is great? I've realized that Fearsome Flush is just a slightly larger scale than this Boba Fett figure. So Boba Fett may be sitting on the John while I'm at work.
What's that a picture of, Cork?
That is the new Snake Men. If you guys missed it, I posted the links earlier in the group chat.
I saw a little something of it.
So, oh god, what's his name?
I know we're getting Lady Slither and
well, that's
Sanger.
from Axel now, but earlier today it was like Toon Juka, who is one of the old writers of the Dark Horse comics and stuff like that. He was the first one to that I saw announced it, where he gave us solid dates for, of course, Lady Slither, Fangor, all going to be Mattel Creations
Adult
exclusives.
Collector who got that information first. But this here basically is Axel Jimenez showing an updated version of what he imagined back then, how a mini comic back cover would look like.
Well, that's because that's also coming. That was part of the reveal earlier today, too. Now, was it Adult Collector that got the news first? Because I didn't think he got it. I know he was told they were coming first, but I don't think he had the dates scheduled.
He had the dates. It was in his Facebook post, if you read through that.
See, I don't do the Facebook as much anymore, and I didn't see it.
Me neither, and I don't even have Facebook, but I clicked on that link and was able to actually read through the stuff.
I casually go through Facebook.
Gotcha. But yeah, I saw that and got those dates, posted them. But clearly I was late.
Depending how much the new attorney of Vicar is, I may or may not skip him.
Yeah,
I'm probably going to get him.
Also depends what he's like packed with and how he looks.
I'm hoping his pieces work with Origins, so I'll probably get him and just hope that I can those 3 different characters out of cheap bucks.
Put them on 3 different.
Hopefully it's not too pricey.
Yeah.
I kind of just hope he's deluxe figure like 32 or 35. I hope he's not, or they special package him and he's like 60. If that's the case, passing on him.
But from what I could tell,
and then I'll complain later.
Everything in Axel Jimenez's Snake Men line is pretty much confirmed to be coming, with the exception of Quick Flick and Goldenrod.
I can do without Goldenrod, but Quick Flick I thought was cool.
I wanted Quick Flick more than any of the others because I thought it'd be cool if he was launching darts. But it's from what was posted, those were like the only 2 that weren't included. It looks like we are going to be getting Pythonus. We're going to be getting those other ones. Oh, shoot.
Well, let's put it that way. We have a date for Lady Slither and for Fangor. And I think like Pythonus and Stretchneck and a couple others, they have been mentioned they will be teased on the box art, probably of Lady Slither and Fangor. And on this thing right now, you can only also see the other two, like the golden, what is it called? Golden Rod and the Quick
Golden
Flick.
Rod.
They're
Right.
on here too.
Yep.
So that
Those are
might
cool.
be a hint, hopefully. Maybe it's just about,
Was
putting
it
out
an
feelers.
exact date or was it like vague?
Exact.
This month.
Exact date.
No.
Exact date?
The exact
Wasn't
date
it?
is only for Viker, and
Oh.
then the other ones are for the month.
Okay.
So
Like
Lady
August
Slither,
and
we know the
September, I
month.
think.
Fangor, we know the month.
Yeah, those will definitely be going for.
I'm not going to have Tuesdays off. It's going to be harder for me to get these exclusives.
Yeah, the Vicor one, I'm going to be gone in the early morning, so hopefully I don't want it. And I was also kind of shocked everyone was saying like their snake face was hitting, and you said yours had hit. Mine didn't.
Yep.
And I ordered mine right away, like the second it came out.
I hadn't got any information on mine, but I went with an Entertainment Earth on this last wave because they put it up first. I didn't go with Big Bad.
I did. I did big data. I just always go through them.
I usually do, but with like how long it took, like all the stuff to be available, like for the previous wave, when Entertainment Earth put it up, I was like, here we go. I don't know. That last little lull kind of made me nervous about the line in general.
Yeah.
I really wish they would communicate better.
Yeah.
That's like, I was saying it this morning too, and I hadn't really put it out there, but of course then they throw more snakes at me like this. But like, I was really thinking this morning, like after these next couple of pre-orders that come out and everything hits, like I might just stop with Masters of the Universe, because I don't like, it's making me feel FOMO too much now, first off.
Yeah.
Because like I've got CamoCon, which should have been the harder thing to get, but I can't get CobraCon.
Oh, really?
Can't find them anywhere, not at a reasonable price. And it's like, that he should not be a difficult figure to find at a reasonable price.
When my CamoCon broke, my CamoCon broke, I replaced his legs with CobraCon. So I ordered another CobraCon, said pre-order, even though I'd had the figure forever, and I don't think it's ever coming. I think it's just gonna sit there as a pre-order forever.
You can still pre-order it at GameStop right now. You can go pre-order it, but guess what? Mattel told the other guys at Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, they've discontinued that wave. There's no more of that wave coming out.
Yeah, it's kind of what I expect. I'm leaving the pre-order on just to see, but
I still haven't pre-ordered with Entertainment Earth for CobraCon, I think.
But yeah, like again, they're like, no, there's not any more of those coming. So that's a shame, because CobraCon's one of those guys, like, he shouldn't be that hard to get, but right now he's getting an outrageous price because it was very, very short. Same thing with the wave right before that. Regular King Randor, not the 2000X version that they just released. He's like impossible to find.
That's why the second I saw him pop up on Amazon, I was like, nope, going for him. I don't care. Yep. And now he's still on Amazon. You can still get him for like $17. I thought it was just good.
All Stars, like Mythic does. It's like, hey guys, vote on which characters you want us to re-release.
Okay. That would be nice.
That'd be whole waves.
Well, I mean, it would be nice to get like a rotation of the older figures back in.
Yeah.
I mean, they could do it wave by wave, or they could
wave 4, wave 6.
If my Entertainment Earth one is coming, you can have it, because I actually incidentally had one from Germany that is not shipped here yet, but I think I have him now as 2 duplicates.
I have like the top of the figure. I'm using his legs with CamoCon because CamoCon broke.
Right.
I'm not worried about it, but I pre-ordered it just so I'd have the extra full figure. If it comes in, it comes in. If it doesn't come in, it's not gonna break my heart. It's basically the same character, so like, I'm not missing out on representation, so it doesn't really bother me.
I agree. I want it because I love the snakes. I love reptiles, and the Snake Men have always been my favorite faction. Like, they are my faction. Horde's great. Don't get me wrong. Horde's awesome. They're my universal monsters, and I love them. Skeletor's minions, the evil warriors, they're all fantastic. I love those guys too. I love the villains more than the heroes. But the Snake Men, to me, I always appreciated them. I like that we're getting way more Snake Men this time around than we did before. You've got Snake popping up in the Horde. You've got Snake popping up in Internian Guards. You've got snakes popping up all across Motu with this. And that's phenomenal. I'm excited for that. But it should not be this hard to find figures in a line that are base retail figures.
Yeah, I was originally going to skip on them, but getting like the first one I got, I was like, oh, these are amazing. I got to have them all.
I don't know what it is about Origins when the Masterverse show up all the time. They're everywhere. They get clearanced out, and Origins like nowhere, all the time, nowhere.
No.
And you'll see like one figure that they have a million of.
Yep. And they won't clearance it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the other weirdest thing. Like, they're not getting more of these things.
They'll clearance everything else. Masterverse gets clearance a week after it, comes out.
Right.
But that new, or not new, but like, Stratos Naked Wave.
Nah, it's going on 2 years now.
These were actually clearance. The Sorceress one, they were actually on clearance. Their price tag was wrong. I asked somebody, like, is this price tag right? And they're like, no, it's like $8. Well, I dropped some.
Oh, that's even better then.
Yeah.
Because I still see them, and the price tag's been up there. And when I take them to the scanner, they're still asking full price. But I've seen them on sale. Like, BBTS is getting rid of that wave now.
Yeah. My local Walmart though finally has no Motu on the shelf. It's all gone.
All gone.
And I don't have a Target unless I drive a town over. So I don't do that very often.
And that really sucks for freaking Duplico.
Yeah. Well, my eyes are going to be peeled for everybody.
Yeah, I'm still telling everyone. I'm just like, keep your eyes open because the one local one we have here, it's only just Leech and Snout Spout here, which I finally got them. Other than that, like the aisle, I guess, was pretty picked through, and the whole Motu section's really small.
For Duplico, you have to check for Amazon Mexico. They have them every now and then on there. Typically sold out very quickly, but if you keep your eye open, you might find them again.
Yeah, I got lucky with Duplico and actually managed to get it off the creation.
Same.
So.
I missed out on that.
I saw
like
it.
A split second.
It was there. It was available, and I had it in the cart. But when I went to check out, then it was sold out.
It was quick.
That was a weird story for me, actually. I was not actually at home during that time, and I knew that Godlin will drop, and I, didn't really collect Masterverse figures. But when I just, went into the house at my girlfriend's parents in the Netherlands, I just got the message via email that, hey, Metal Creations, Godlin dropped, And I was like, oh, that maybe is not a bad idea to just test the process of ordering something through the shop app instead of through the web page, which I typically do, just to see if it's faster or slower or anything. So I went on there, and while I was going through the shop app, immediately Duplico popped up, and I was like, holy moly, and I was trying to put him in and had him in a basket, but the shop app didn't work for me. So I kind of got him in the basket again and again and again. And then I went back to the web page, and there I was able to order him. Weird situation, because this thing went on for maybe like 10 minutes. As soon as I got him, I posted it on Twitter. A few more people got him, but that thing was out way fast.
Yeah,
most people were just on there to get Godlin, and then left Metal Creations, went on with their daily lives. and never checked back for a few minutes later to see if Duplico was there.
I'm actually looking at the Mexico Amazon thing, and it's so weird seeing dollar signs, but like everything's like 800 something, 900 something, but I know it's pesos.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's so
Although
weird.
it looks like their Castle Grayskull is 53% off.
I cannot spend the money.
Right, Sam?
I have to remind myself, I cannot spend the money.
Yeah, it's
I
a pity
see
that it's still
Duplico,
so
though.
expensive at your place. You know, in Germany you get it for 30 euro now. There's so much discount on it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the shipping, I'd be like, grab me one. But that thing's
Right.
gonna be a pain to ship.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, the one I did ship, that was like 30.
Right.
Just to ship it, and I put it in a smaller box. I compacted it. I put all the extras in there, like it was in a small box, and it was still like almost 30 to ship it. But
yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think that about does it. We cut it here. 7:00 a.m. You only been hanging out with us since 4 in the morning.
2-ish.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now it is 2:30 my time. Just hit that 2:30.
I think
that's 1 o'clock here.
Oh, you're talking about the stream time, right, Oz?
Right.
Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, how's he getting a 30? Am I missing a time zone?
Yeah, no, it's only 2:00 here, but it's 2 hours 30 minutes on the live time.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
It's 11 here, and I'll be up about 5 a.m. You ready for work?
I do see the 2000X Skeletor's back on sale for 10. I think I'm gonna grab a second one so I can paint the sword and like dual wield the swords.
I want to do a snake armor, another one of the snake armors. I need another one, and there's a reason for that. Marvel Comics did a parody, and Jacob knows what I'm talking about because we saw this in a group chat that we're in together on Facebook. They did a parody of Skeletor in one of their comics, and he has a snake armor on. And that snake armor is what somebody did a paint where they took the Filmation style head, put it on the snake armor body, or this with the snake armor on a Man-at-Arms body because it's all green, because that was the colors that were basically used, and it looks redonkulous. I'm actually gonna save it, but I'll post it.
So yeah, I took the sword.
That looks good, but
left the backside here, purple, painted the skull, but then you flip it over, and I painted the nice copper on it. So I want to get a second one, use the sword, paint it the same, flip it around so he can dual wield, and then I'm going to take the spare armor and put it on my Keldor, so he's more 2000X looking.
Yeah, it's good call.
Then, of course, I took my extra Skeletor Masterverse cape and just put it on him since I have my bigger cloak that I made.
Good stuff.
Yeah, my Keldor is actually wearing the Hordak. Like, he's a Horde member on my display.
Need another Macho Man so I can get some more Horde armor.
Yeah.
So I just posted in the group chat the version of Skeletor I kind of want to do. But
in the group chat.
Yeah, the IG group chat, it's in there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, you can see the original image from a comic, and then you can see the custom. I like it. I like that variation. So
yeah,
need to get another.
Oh, that's cool.
Where's the head from?
The Filmation Super 7.
Oh, the Super
7.
Does it fit?
With some modeling Sculpey stuff, probably. I don't think it's going to be a straight pop and swap, but yeah, you get it to work. All right,
That
guys.
actually looks really cool.
Yeah, I thought so. I love that green and that purple.
You get for those orange bracers, just pick up another attorney and guard.
Yeah.
Use the body and the. Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah, want to get an attorney and guard, so you get the all green body, and then you just got to pop and swap the remaining pieces.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be too much to do. Just some paint app, really. The rest of the work's done. All right, guys. I'm heading out.
Good night, guys.
All right.
Good night.
Well, this has been a blast, and I can't wait to do it again.
Later.